Hey everybody, welcome to ESFL 138 Analyst Desk. Your host here, Boiler, Crooks and Doctor as well. How you guys doing today?
Doing real good, man. Doing real good. We about to kick off the PlayStation side of the ESFL season. Ready to get it started.
Yes, sir.
PlayStation
Doctor?
side does. Yeah, it's nice to be back on this. It's always a fun time, you and Crooks. And got to talk about the PlayStation side as well as the Xbox of the previous cards. It's a fun overall time.
Yes, sir. And actually, let's just go straight on into last week's action before we get into what's coming up for today. Last week, ESFL 137 on that Xbox side. A new champion, Mr. Hammer. Incredible fight, but a lot of other awesome fights as well. Let me turn it over to you first, Crooks. Talk a little bit about that. Looks like we've got some awesome video to go along with you.
Yeah, we had Leaks here fighting Satchmo. This is actually a pretty good fight. Leaks just caught him right there with a well-timed straight off of that missed kick. He was able to get the job done with Connor.
Hell of a knockout, man. That was beautiful, beautiful work right there. We got a few more video clips coming up, but Leaks, I think that was the start of next week.
I felt like he kind of got lucky because the majority of the fight you had webcam putting on an utter showcase. He did have a couple issues, but you see there the lovely knockdown followed by the very quick ground and pound. He got the kill quickly. He got it done with the power of McGregor, especially there, Boiler.
Oh man, McGregor just can't take those shots, man. He's just got that other willpower. Even later in the rounds, based on what their stamina right there. So big win for Tad, racking up another win there for Vex. Go ahead.
All right, so we got Keza and Yurta that was in the main event. And if you guys watched this fight was absolutely a banger. It could have gone either way. Yurta was able to catch him with that combination right there, block break him and get the finish. Very, very, like I said, very, very good, solid fight. I believe it got fight of the night, which it really deserved because it was back and forth. An awesome co-main that literally went right before our big main event that really shocked us all. Really.
For that crazy title fight, like you said, it did win fight of the night, but performance of the night does go to the winner of the main event, Mr. Doctor. Please run us through.
Hammer got the win. Everybody thought Dad would be the betting favourite, but it turns out the slip hook, the drop ducks into the uppercut, and that's all you need when it comes to Hammer. We saw it twice as well, and that ground and pound by Hammer did a fantastic job.
Awesome. Thanks to Kai for throwing together that awesome montage of knockouts from last week. Any other thoughts on last week's card? Xbox hitting it hard, coming back into season 3.5, as we're calling it. Crooks, just your general thoughts of last week or even about Hammer, whatever.
Man, both. The card last week was an absolute banger. I mean, there was no fights where you could say, oh man, that's a pretty boring fight. Like that's a very mismatched fight. All of those fights were absolutely incredible. There's some really some people that really stood out and made a name for themselves heading into the rest of this season. And then Hammer, my guy Hammer was able to pull it out with the upset. I mean, you can't really. I guess we could have kind of expected that, right? He's been upsetting people for a long time.
True.
Shout out to him. I know he's been kind of flaunting it on Twitter. Which, hey, I did the same thing when I won the Summer Series, my guy. So more power to you. Use that power where you have it. But overall, a great card on the Xbox side. What did you think, Doctor?
I think the way it started off with Hammer winning that main event is arguably one of the best ways to showcase the talent of ESFL. It shows you that no matter where you stand, even if you're the best of the best or the underdog, that you still have the chance and you can never do yourself, especially with Hammer getting that massive win there.
Yeah, like I talked about on last week's analyst, that's where I did pick against you, Hammer. I'm sorry, man. Egg on my face right here. But Hammer came back from not only in season 1 not being able to fight because of natural disaster in his area, but then when he was able to, he was a little behind the power curve, and he lost a couple of his early fights in ESFL, but he persevered so much, came back, shocked the world multiple times. Now he's the champ, but hey, you got to defend that belt to really be the champ. So we'll see. Maybe next week, but you know what, guys? Today's PlayStation. So let's really quickly rewind all the way back to December 18th, more than 2 months ago. Last time PlayStation was on the air, the ESFL 136. We had that big main event, Zayef and Blake. Blake with the victory. Zayef not competing in season 3, but man, he has the most wins of anyone on the roster by far. So great work for Zayef. We'll see you in the future. Blake winning that PS was crazy, but a lot of other awesome fights that are setting up for today's events. Brooks, looking at, how season 3 has evolved on the PlayStation and now looking at the main event today, we obviously have DanielTheFreeman and EdParker, but a lot of other big-time contenders, big fights today. Can you bridge us over from where we were a couple months ago to where we are and what we're looking at today?
I mean, you got some really, really good competitors competing on this card. I mean, even though guys that didn't compete on the last PlayStation card that are coming back, that are some veterans. I mean, you got Papa Doc that's coming out.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Swiss Lebix is also coming out. Those are 2 former ESFL champions. You got EdParker, for as much as I have beef with the guy. He's a hell of a fighter too. You got DanielTheFreeman, who's, he's been around enough to really have the experience in his own right. And then you got all these different guys, Spill Actions, Kratos. I mean, it's going to be an amazing card. I really can't pick a matchup to really be like, this is my favorite one, because there's so many really, really good matchups on this card. But what are you looking forward to though, Doctor?
The matchups across the board are going to be an interesting time. The PlayStation division is stacked from top to bottom. Are we going on to the card? I'm not sure. But, words. Good.
We're about ready to. What did you think?
There we are.
I do want to ask you a question, though. What did you guys think about that Blake and Zayef card? Again, we're not going to see Zayef. Blake wasn't competing last week, but that main event, of 136 was pretty epic. What did you think about that fight, Crooks?
I mean, look, when you get elite players taking on other elite players like that, and those are the top of the top players in the ESFL where the lights are on and everybody's watching, you usually get bangers of fights. And that was a really, really good fight. Unfortunately, Zayef wasn't able to pull it out, but shout out to Blake Tyler. I mean, Blake Tyler has been getting better and better and better every single time we see him. So, I mean, it's a fight that I would imagine we're probably going to see when these guys start competing again. If not, maybe in Vegas, both of these guys will be out there. It's a matchup we might see.
All right. I like that. Doctor, any last thoughts before we move on?
Blake Tyler and Zayef has already made, with them not competing, you already showcased, you've seen Dab versus Hammer to bring it back to the main event of the last week. It showcases you're going to see other champions. It's going to be, maybe we'll see the belt moving a few more times. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes from here. You got Hammer needing to make his first defense next week, and we got the new PS title being done this week. It's going to be interesting to see how the titles, who becomes like the top tier of competitors now.
Oh man, I can't wait. Like you said, opens it up a little bit at the top, and now there's just a log jam of elite, and they're gonna have to work their way through. They're gonna have to fight each other. That's what we do here at the ESFL. Speaking of which, go follow ESFL on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, all those different areas. And actually, we got an Instagram too, and we're gonna start putting a lot more content there. So be sure to follow us there. And if you haven't joined the Discord, be sure to go check out the Discord. Whoever is in the chat room right now, put up the Discord for us and sign up. Good place to be. You can obviously try to work your way into the ESFL or just get to know some of the fighters, get to know the ropes. Maybe you're new to the game, new to the community. Check it out. Good way to learn. Catch on some of those content creators like Crooks over there. You can find them and check out how to get better at the game too. So with that said, I do have a question for you, gentlemen. And I think it's a decent segue, at least. Crooks, I want to talk about the meta at the ESFL level. So not necessarily the ranked or the different type of cheese metas, but with ESFL rule sets specifically, right? We have a couple rules here that we follow. So I want to talk about a little bit about the fighters, because we see a lot of the same fighters. So I do want to talk about that, but I want to see, has there been a change in meta, just let's just say in the last 6 months since season 3 began, since the patches were finalized? Of course, when there's a new patch, the meta shifts here and there, of course, but there hasn't been a patch for a while. What's the state of the meta? Has it evolved much in the last, or at all in the last 6 months? If it has, how has it? If not, why has it not, Crooks?
I would kind of say it probably hasn't evolved. You still see a lot of people using Conor McGregor, you know, the meta fighters, the Robert Whitakers, Max Holloways, and stuff like that. Um, I think I've been seeing a lot more people starting to use non-meta fighters, which is really, really a beautiful thing to see. Like last week, we opened up the card with a Dominic Cruz versus TJ Dillashaw matchup.
Yeah.
You don't see that anymore, really. You really see Jan and Rob Font or Jan and TJ. When do you ever see people really utilize Dominic Cruz in the ESFL? I mean, probably the last person that I knew that would do something like that consistently was Pry. Pry would
Yeah.
use
I was gonna
Dominic
say
Cruz.
Pry, actually. Yep.
He would do something like that. So I feel like the meta is starting to change a little bit. I feel like guys are um I feel like it's kind of a content creator shift as well. Like they see content creators using these lower tier fighters, so they're starting to use them in ranked, and now they're feeling more and more comfortable with the matchups to play it in the ESFL. But yeah, there's still a lot of the Conor McGregors. There's all the metas. I mean, the championship fight from last week was Robert Whitaker v. Robert Whitaker, and he's the meta fighter in middleweight. So going forward, I just I like to see people take risks. I mean, I get it. You guys we're trying to win fights and stuff like that, but at the same time, have fun with it. That's why we're here. We're here to have fun and compete and really just have a good time.
You know, when I went to Vegas for Fight Night Round 4, there was 16 of us, and there was 15 Muhammad Ali's and me as Joe Frazier. Let's just say I lost in the first round, but I had enough pride to stick with Frazier. Just like in the ESFL, I stuck with Lawler. We had a really fun Cub Swanson versus Lawler fight there. But I can understand if you're on the line, maybe money on the line, especially, all this pride and stuff. If your opponent's using Petr Yan, well, you better use him, right? If McGregor, it's hard to use someone else. Doctor, do you think it's because these fighters, the stats are so good or whatnot, and their move sets, it's just insurmountable, or it's just an unfair advantage to use someone else? Or do you think the fighters really can, and I mean the competitors in the ESFL, should maybe try to branch out a little more and there is a little untapped potential with some more variety at that top level?
I think you can branch out to some extent, especially when you consider certain opponents. Robert Whitaker's kind of the main one. He's got the recovery stats, he's got the power stats, but you can kind of bargain it off by using people like the 5-star Anderson Silva, 5-star Bisping. Vittori isn't always a good option.
Yeah,
with people like Yan, however, he's got like a perk, which is the force of nature. So it means as soon as you get that head health advantage, it's very difficult to beat him down past that. And so it kind of forces you to have to mirror him. So I feel like in some cases the game wants to encourage it, but it doesn't help when you have perks like the force of nature that just block you from having a fair fight. Because as soon as your head health is down lower than your opponent, you're going to have an issue trying to break that chin. And if you're not Yan or if you're an Aldo, you're a TJ, it's a lot more difficult.
I think, as mentioned by, I believe, Crooks and others on the ESFL network, Petr Yan's got, his body or his length and reach are just not realistic. It's just he's too, compared to his real life model, right? Crooks, like he's OP just in the way he's constructed, let alone his perks.
Yeah, and really with Jan too, the trouble is with Jan, why Jan isn't my go-to guy in terms of meta fighters, is because everything that he has in the game, he can do in real life. He hits hard, he's quick, he's
good.
powerful, he's good on the ground. I mean, look at what he did to Aljamain Sterling in their last fight. Like, there's nothing that you can really knock on the guy. So I mean, I can't really say like, oh yeah, he's OP, because the dude's like that in real life.
Hey man, that's a good point. We're using real fighters, and some of them are OP in real life. So at least, or their legend version at least, right? Some of them. So really good discussion here. I think we got to move on though. Let's move on to today's card. Why don't we? ESFL 138. EdParker, DanielTheFreeman, Crooks. What do you think about this main event?
I mean, EdParker, you talk about the new school versus the old school. We got EdParker, who really made his name in UFC 3. He's still been doing all right in UFC 4. Not the best, not what he used to be in UFC 3, but still a lethal striker. He's going up against DanielTheFreeman, who is known for using calves. He's the only guy that uses calves in the ESFL, so it's going to make for a real interesting fight. I don't know what weight class this fight is being contested at, but I would imagine it's going to be somewhere where Ed can use Connor. And if he uses Connor against Daniel Freeman's calf, it's going to make for a real interesting fight.
Definitely. Doctor, what about you?
Well, I saw in there you had Filthy Uncle Ben versus Naz. Both of them got their role from the roster rumble. Naz notorious within the community, it seems like. Filthy Uncle Ben, I've seen him about the place. He's looked really good at pressure boxing style. Personally, I would put my bet on him, but it's a close fight between the two, I would say.
For sure. I'm really looking forward to Kratos and Spill. Kratos earned his way onto the Summer Series via my content creator tournament, so I got a special place in my heart for him. But he's been doing work. He's 4-1, Kratos is. So in that co-main up against Spill, you got to think if Kratos wins, he's got a great shot at the belt maybe in a couple weeks from now. Crooks, what do you think about Kratos, man? He's pretty legit.
Oh yeah, and shout out to Kratos if he's watching this, bro. I have a ton of respect for that guy. He came up. We were supposed to match up with each other in Prioxis's channel members tournament like a whole year ago. We were supposed to fight each other a year ago, and he was good even back then. He's only found a way to get better. He beat EdParker twice, so if Ed wins the title, we could potentially see another matchup between him and EdParker where it would favor him. And to be honest, he's somebody that I'm looking forward to fighting in the ESFL. I want to get in there, get a win real quick, and if he gets a win and he's available, I want to get in there and throw hands with him because I respect that guy a lot.
Yeah, Doctor, what do you think about, I'll put you on the spot, Spill or Kratos? You got a favorite?
Well, if I remember correctly, Kratos has got a win over EdParker, so logically you would do that. But Spill is the veteran, I would say. So probably my bet goes more towards Spill.
Spill has seen so much action. I mean, he's 4-2 on the season, but he's been putting in work every season. I don't have his all-in record at this point, but he's got some great wins and very, very, tough veteran here in the ESFL. Spill actions. A couple other awesome fights. I know Swiss is coming back. Everyone's looking forward to Swiss. He's 2-0, ranked number 8. So a win by Swiss, probably in the top 5. He's right there in title contention potentially. A lot of other fun fights. Papa Doc trying to get him in there. And like you said, I'm looking forward to Filthy Uncle Ben and Naz. Like you said, they're both coming on with their ESFL debut. From the roster rumble, we added a lot of different folks to the roster in the last month or two. So getting some of these new guys some action, going to be a lot of fun, man. So 10 great fights coming up right about now. But before we go there, again, one more plug for our wares. Be sure on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, ESFL, Esports Fight League. We're here. We're running all the way through the spring, all the way to ESFL 150, all the way to ESFL Live in Vegas. So follow us, get all the news and information about that. Without further ado, I'm Boiler569. You can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch. Crooks, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Crooks209. Same thing, Crooks the Great on YouTube. I drop a lot of tutorials. If you guys are looking to get better at the game and possibly even compete in the ESFL yourself, come through the channel. I got a lot of stuff to help you guys out. Hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, Doctor.
I'm on Twitch, I think. I don't particularly remember it off it. I think my at is .do90098 if you fancy following me for some strange reason.
Awesome. Good stuff, guys. Well, we're going to get out of the way. ESFL 138 coming right at you. Handing it over to Bay and Rob. Catch you guys later.
too fast. Already tried. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown. Thank you for joining us tonight.
The disadvantage was Zayef, but then he...
A little too much on Trixie. Nice shooting, but turning.
Watching on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching from around the world tonight. I know the UFC isn't on right now, but guess what? The virtual octagon is here. Hello everybody, welcome back once again. It is Sunday night once again. The ESFL is here, of course, 1:38 this evening, and we have a PlayStation title fight on the line tonight since the champ vacated past season there. Blake Tyler's gone, so we will crown a new champion tonight on PlayStation. Welcome everybody. It should be a good night of fights. My name is Bailey, and of course, or Alex is fine. And we have, as always, Mr. Bruce Lee, Rob, my man. How are you tonight, Rob? You ready for a title fight, mate? On PlayStation this week as well.
You know I am always excited to be here with you, Balian, and with the PS5, PS4 boys. The PS gang is here, and you know they always bring it hard. They got some good fighters tonight, and ooh, we got a lot of legends on the card, and I am excited to see how they have been training and how they're gonna perform against the new up and coming talent there, Balian.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all coming together now. And you talk about legends. I mean, esports has been around for about 4 years now, so we legit have some legends in this game. But let's take a look at the fight card so you guys can see the action tonight. My goodness. Main event of the evening. So we've got EdParker taking on DanielTheFreeman. So the belt has been vacated there, and we will crown a new champion tonight. Will it be Ed? Will it be Dan? Both men are doing very well this season. Ed is 4-1. Dan is 5-1. Dan, obviously notorious for playing his created fighter. He's a very good grappler. EdParker, just a legend in the striking arts of this game. A fantastic main event there. We're going to get geared up for that one. Before that, though, we've got Spill Actions and Kratos, two amazing guys as well on the PlayStation side of things. That's basically a contender fight, so the winner of that will get the title fight next week. So we're stacking the top of this card with that. And then we've got some great stuff now. We've got Notorious coming in. He's actually taking on Kobe tonight, stepping in as a late replacement. Swiss is here, like Rob mentioned. So many vets. We've got Ungodly, we've got Sambo, Kamapuli is here tonight, Papa Doc, Stoyan, Perseu, and Gavin. It's early in the fight. There's going to be some quality competition here tonight, Rob. Like, we've got some elite fighters.
Yeah, this is a stacked card. A lot of camps putting out their best, and we're going to see who's who and what's what, and I'm excited to witness this with you, Bailey, and all of you at home. Grab some popcorn, grab a drink, because it's game time.
Yeah, for sure. It is indeed. All right, let's jump to the first fight, shall we? I mean, we will keep you guys updated and do some announcements, things like that. We will show the schedule for the rest of the season coming up. But Rob, will hand it over to you. We have Dima taking on Blackout Hours here. Two men ready to pick up a win.
All right, here we go. We got Dima 1-4. He was, originally cut from the ESFL roster, but he earned his spot back through the roster rumble, and now he's looking to prove he belongs in the ESFL. He's a pressure fighter, mixes his high and low strikes. He's very combo heavy, but he's going against the Blackout 0-1, who's a late replacement, Bailey, and he has a lot of combos in his arsenal. He specializes in his mix-ups, and he loves his striking. So we'll see how these two match up here.
Yeah, and something you mentioned there, they're from the roster rumble. So if you guys don't know, you can't just join the ESFL these days. It's pretty exclusive club, Rob. We know we got a ton of fighters. 50 fighters on the roster, 40 fighters on the roster. So it's pretty tight knit. There's a ton of feeder leagues. If you want to join one, you can jump in the ESFL Discord. You can find your way in. If you're not here, let's face it, anyone who's here at the start of the evening, usually you're already hardcore members and you're already in the Discord, so it's probably fine. But if you're not, jump in there. But both these guys had to compete in the roster rumble. And if you win the roster rumble, if you come through, I think it's the top spots, I'm not sure, you get a place in the ESFL. So both these guys came through that system. Okay, so Dima, was cut before, like Rob mentioned. They're back tonight. And Blackout, I don't know actually if Blackout came out through roster rumble. It's a short notice replacement, so we'll have to see. But like you said, Rob, should be a good fight to get us started. This was going to be a loser goes home fight. Dima and his previous opponent were both down and out, but I guess, if one of them's already left town, Rob, I don't think they're coming back, so we're fine. But let's get it started here. I love the 205 matchup. We don't always see that, so lots of power on the table. Blackout already looking to land that straight right, backing up against the cage. Trying to play the little counter-striking game, but that's a nice left hook from Dima to the head and to the body there, making that a weapon tonight, Rob, already. And the double leg. Oh, that's defense.
Yeah, coming out strong is Dima, and I mean, yeah, he doesn't want to lose this fight against a short notice replacement. You know, his back is against the wall right here. Dima really needs to show out and prove that he belongs in the Esports Fight League, and right now he's doing what he needs to do against this short, notice fight.
Yeah, Dima just adding an extra combination at the end of that with that jab rear right hand that landed after a bunch of left hooks, and that straight right to the body again for the second time, now to the head. Nice work here, just keeping it simple on the outside with these two-piece combinations. There's a low single from Dima. That's good work by Blackout though, once again to stuff the takedown. And a nice return there. Dima not ready for it. Takes top position and gets that side control. So great work from Blackout. Got 3 minutes to work if he can hold this top spot, but already a dip back to half guard here. Dima using that fake to full guard as well, trading shots, build some GA. Let's see what the strategy is. If Dima's going to look to get back to the feet roll or try and play on the map for a bit.
That was beautiful by Blackout. You know, he defended a couple takedowns, and then he used that defense to get his own takedown. Now he's on top, doing some good damage. Blackout looking good right here with halfway on that clock going.
Yeah. He wasn't trying to get the takedown like you said, but he ends up here, and he's more than happy. But there's the sweep, the commitment from Dima there to remain on the map. We saw no attempt to get back up, so you got to figure looking to set something up. Hits the half guard sweep right there beautifully. And gets a little postured up damage as well. Let's see if Blackout does the same, if he'll look to return to the feet. Not sure what Yuri's got, but I know he has some get-ups, and he's up now. But it's still anyone's round, Rob.
Indeed. It is anyone's round. Dima still putting the pressure on him on the feet. Seems to have landed the better strike so far on the feet, landing nice body kicks and keeping that pressure, Balian.
Yeah, the pressure is what's winning it, really, because Blackout's just retreating, right? Giving him all the ground. It's just letting Dima walk forward and throw whatever he wants. Fortunately, the counter-striking game's not been too good from Blackout, but that was a nice straight right. He timed beautifully in the lead uppercut as well, but he's burning tank to do it, Rob. You know, that's going to cost him the long-term stamina because he's refiring. Even there, he's never letting that stamina come back to full. A nice 1-2-3 down the middle, and there, again, the second combo, we saw that before. He did the 1-2-3, then the jab right hook over the top, just to add the extra shot in the end you're not expecting.
Right, that's a great point, though. He is firing shots when his short-term stamina is not all the way replenished. And also, you're seeing Dima throw those nice teep kicks to the body, but Blackout is coming here to fight. The ESFL lights are bright, and you don't know what's going on right now. A little bit of nerves popping off here, but he's going to get through this first round.
Yeah, nice check hook by Dima right there. Timed it perfectly. Returns to the body. I love the commitment to the left-hand side from Dima there. He's making that body kick work for him off the lead leg as well. It's a high-level shot for Yan. I mean, Yan's pretty good with everything off that lead hand, and there's a takedown turn at the end. It does get stuffed. Who are you giving that first round to, Rob? Fairly close, but a good start to tonight.
Right, I got to lean more towards Dima, put some pressure on it from the bell, landed some good body shots, was, hunting for that takedown, but it was a close one.
It is indeed. Touch gloves for the second here. Yeah, Blackout, obviously Yuri and the blue gloves there. Blackout showed up tonight on short notice, and he's still in there after the first round, so that's pretty good. Didn't have a lot of time to get some hours in for practice. Dima looking to obviously redeem himself, getting a second chance in the ESFL now after being cut for the first time, so got to think he's well trained. Beautifully timed head kick right there, set that up off the far side, and right to the top with a lovely lead uppercut right there. Catches Blackout, checks him before he can capitalize on the head kick, and now we're back to even Stevens. You got to think Yan's got that chin, but so does Yuri.
They're both starting to land bombs here, folks, and Blackout started with that nice uppercut, nice slip right hook, and then that beautiful head kick, but then Dima came back as well. Right hand lands for Blackout. He's throwing big bombs against the fence, trying to put him out, Balian.
Oh, man, and he just evaded that so carefully just to get out of the way. That follow-up right hook, lovely straight to the body, though, sits Blackout, stamina right back down. And that's going to slow down the action, but you're right there, Rob. Got chaotic for a second again. Both men trading rocks. Kind of the opposite of how the first round went. Both just letting it go now, but both have such power on these characters they've picked up, so doesn't take too much, just 2 punches. Lots of lead uppercut work from both men as well. And you can see how they're freezing, Rob. Neither's too, both are worried about getting hit, I should say. Excuse me.
Definitely not. Both just wanting to go out there and clobber their opponent, standing right in front of each other inside that phone booth right now. And Dima landing a nice, stiff, straight punch there, but you're seeing Blackout really trying to fight and find his groove in there. Both guys having some success in round number 2. It's a brawl, Balian. It's a brawl.
Here's a brawl, and Dima again with these 2 pieces. Jab straight to the body, jab straight to the head. Nice work. But Blackout's pushing forward. This worked out for him when he was getting pressured against the cage, so he knows he wants to stay on that, but he doesn't really have the stamina to keep this up. And there's a lovely double leg right there into side control off that missed teep kick. And Dima's going to take advantage now. 2 minutes on top. Jan's stats aren't too bad. We've got a sprawl position here for Blackout. No immediate cage get up. He's probably going to hit it now, though, but he's going for the side control. Wow, I love it. Switches round over the top. Back to half guard. Good look for that sweep, Rob, but that got him out of some trouble right there.
Most definitely Blackout showing that he's got some ground game as well. Now on top with about 1:15, trying to find where he wants to strike, throwing out some good fakes, but it is Dima who locks in that full guard.
Yeah, now the thing is, this round has been very chaotic, so I don't really know if this is beneficial to Blackout, because I'm not sure if he's winning this round, Rob. I can't remember who's being rocked, how many times. But he might not want to sit here because he might end up losing 2 rounds and be down in the third, no stamina. I mean, at this point, it's going to be hard to find a finish in a third round with a gas tank this low, Rob. So you've got to make sure to win this second round in the hopes that you can maybe coast the third a little. But I don't know how much choice he's got. Oh, he's going for the side control pass as well. Maybe get a couple elbows off before we run this clock out. But we are 10 seconds left now. And it will go to a third. Oh, what a mount transition. He gets a posture as well.
Good shot. Yeah,
good way
Bailey.
to finish.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Blackout in the beginning of that round landed a beautiful head kick and sat down Dima. So that could definitely be Blackout's round. It could be 1-1 right now, and I think it is. Yeah. So this third and final round, folks, this is all on the line right now. Blackout or Blachowicz, Dima needs this win. Oh, he stings him right off the bat, right off the bell. Beautiful shot.
Yeah, straight right as he was throwing some kind of lead teep kick, I think. So just perfect timing, maximum vulnerability, and again, the deep double leg with the angle cut to side control. That's nice work from Dima. And I alluded to it earlier, Rob, but you can tell he's definitely ready to get a win here tonight, right? He's prepared in all areas, and he knows how important it is. He got cut. He's finally back. He doesn't want to get cut again.
No doubt. He wants to stay in the Esports Fight League. He wants to keep rising up in the ranks, and he looks motivated right now, swimming right through that guard. Ooh, nice. Big denial up, and that's going to allow him to land some vicious elbows, 3 in fact, and jump right over to the crucifix position, Bailey, and
Oh, and a deny as well. Dima looking great on the ground, and a sub. Wait, is this the Wait, is there a submission that's illegal from is this an Americana? He might have cancelled it. Okay. I don't remember. There's something that's illegal from the arm triangle, I think is illegal from there, but I don't know. Anyway, inverted triangle. I think it's an inverted triangle from that position. I don't think it's an arm triangle. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, he gave up on the submission. He's still controlling the top position here. Like you said, it's probably 1 apiece. But that first round was close.
He is slicing and dicing right now. I mean, the head health, it is blinking now on Blackout, and Dima is doing some big damage. Another rock right there. Dima in full control right now. Houston, we have a problem.
Yes, indeed. There's the pass, though, from Dima. No worries. Steps over, reposture, more damage. He might be able to finish this, Rob, if he can keep landing these shots.
He might. Those are vicious.
Nice. I love how quickly he's taking those transitions. It's like he knows. Oh, beautiful. This is great groundwork from Dima. There's nothing in the notes about Dima's groundwork, but I will say I'm very impressed with it this evening.
He's looking fantastic, but Blackout barely able to get out there, and now he's got a little bit of time, but that stamina is so low. He is gassed against the cage, and this is where Dima could do some real work.
This is where it's flying knee time, isn't it? Oh, spinning elbow time into a lead hook. I love it, but nice chop to the body by Dima. Got to be careful throwing the roundhouses this late, though, especially with your opponent coming crashing forward. Oh, he tried again with the head kick, but there's no stamina left now. It's time for fatigued animations. He's trying to break that block. Man, Blackout's still coming forward, though.
He wants it. He just doesn't have the gas tank to support his ambitions right now. But, hey, we've seen some crazier stuff. He's coming for it, and that's all you can do is try your best. And Dima fighting well.
Oof, he's coming a little too close, Rob, if you ask me, because he's not really in range for Yuri. He's kind of he's stifling his own shots by just kind of swarming a little too close. Oh, nice straight right there, though. Oh, he slips off the center line there to get out of that lead uppercut. That could have been night over there, but I think it will be anyway. Slip straight off the center line, puts him out cold in a bit of a beat down there, Rob. After that second round, it was a fairly even second round, knockdowns both ways. Dima coming out on top with a dominant ground game tonight and looking great, Rob. Definitely back and glad to be back, I'm sure, on the ESFL roster.
Definitely, faced a little adversity in round number 2. Blackout came out to fight. And whenever you're going against an opponent who's coming in on short notice, you know, a lot of pressure is on you to get that win because they haven't been training. They haven't been thinking about it. They're just like, oh, I got the call. I'm ready to go. But Dima was able to get that win in an impressive fashion. And Balian, let's talk about that grappling from Dima.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It was great. Dominant on top, speedy transitions. He was doing some good stuff that you see from, like, you know, guys that need to be a little bit higher up, like being able to deny the return from side control, but the up flick, you know, the upward half guard return. If you're in side control, you know, you can go up, transition back to half guard. The deny window for that is short, but also a lot of people don't know which direction to even press on that one. So he's nailed that. That, at least to me, is a good indicator. That alone, let alone the sweep he hit early on in the first round, just good groundwork from Dima. More impressed with the groundwork than the striking, but the striking still helped him get the win there tonight. So great performance, and I'm sure he's happy with that one. Right, let's move on to the second fight already, because this should be a good one. This is two guys who are also on the roster Rumble, I believe. We've got Naz and we've got Filthy Uncle Ben, who have both been shit-talking each other, apparently, Rob. Excuse my French. So let's go straight to this next one at middleweight.
All right, here we go, guys. So these two are very interesting because, yes, they were from the roster Rumble, but Naz, actually a famous TikToker that posts a lot of cool videos on TikTok. People have been chirping at him, hey, come to the ESFL, let's see if you could really do this. And he's here to showcase and prove all of these haters wrong. He has superb counterpunching. He's got some sweet combos and accuracy, and he's got a lot of passion for this game, and he's got some swagger. He's bringing into the Esports Fight League octagon, but he's going against Filthy Uncle Ben, who is making his debut, and he's looked very dominant throughout the roster Rumble with only one loss. He's a unit in the octagon. He's got some silly kickboxing, whatever that means, but he's comfortable and he's ready to go, Balian.
Yeah, both ready to go, both making their debut, both coming up through roster Rumble 2. So they're on a collision course, you might say, just like Pride collision course.
Right.
Was that Pride 13, maybe? I don't know, which one?
It might just be.
Some MMA knowledge there.
Damn right.
Yeah, apparently, Naz has been somewhat controversial, I have here in my notes, Rob, so I don't know about that.
My goodness.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's been around for a while. He's got some friends here in the community, so there should be a good scrap. Uncle Ben finally here as well. And that was a lovely little, very nuanced jab straight to the body of Uncle Ben, and then he backed off. And then he's admiring that work. I like it. That's a calf kick that lands. I think the second one actually did get blocked. Ben looking good from the outside, though. Nice timing on the lead head kick right there. Snuck that one and fakes the jab to close the distance, but easy. Checks in with the hook, returns with the calf kick. Both looking to establish a game plan here, Rob.
Yeah, and it looks like Naz Passion is looking to, you know, land those leg kicks and also use his head movement to land a big shot. It looks like he's going to try to put on a show here.
Love how Naz is countering the jab with the lead hook almost immediately and just snapping the leg kicks. And you know, the leg kicks, Rob, I know they don't really do much, but what they do is, one, annoy you. Two, obviously, force you to defend an area of your body, which opens up other shots, but they can really throw you off in a number of ways. So your commitment to the leg kicks are nice. It's going to force the adjustment to the check, which will open up other stuff anyway. But this is a good kicking game in return from Uncle Ben, which is good to see, because if someone's trying to compete at leg kick range and kicking games, you know, you got to be able to throw back your own kicking game, especially in a mirror match. Ben's doing just that.
Definitely, and he already has been.
Wow.
His stances have been switched because of those leg kicks, and now you're seeing Naz just fire those body kicks. Ooh, good catch here. He's going to push him against the cage, and now he's going to be able to go for a takedown or jump. Here it is. Bang! We're on the floor. Big takedown for Naz.
That's what happened to me on Monday, mate. It was awful. Anyway.
Crack those ribs.
There we go. Great takedown. Don't see it every day. I mean, I used to love doing that to people, but the success rate on that is not that high. But he went for it and got it anyway, and obviously it looks spectacular, Rob. So bonus points for executing a suplex right there, I think, regardless. Ben has to find a way up from here now, though, because this is a bad spot to be in a mirror match on the bottom, especially because, the top game advantage. Essentially, for those of you who don't know, in a mirror match, it's even on the feet, but once you grapple, one of you will always be in a disadvantageous position because it's a mirror match. So the stats are no longer even.
Oh!
Ben is feeling the full force of that right now, Rob.
Yeah, Naz showing that he's got an elite ground game, a nice top control. Ooh, good deny as well. This guy is going to do some real damage. These elbows are flying down. Bang, blood splattering out of the face right now of Uncle Ben. It is not fun. He's chopping him. He's grating him like some cheese right now, Balian.
Some Gouda. It was a nice roll to get to the backside position here, but he went for the full guard, which is the safe option. Ashton still says no. Nos on top of the defense and knows this is a good position to finish the fight. And oh man, it didn't take much, did it? Just one takedown, that suplex from the cage, and he's unloaded a world of hurt. And this is why it's bad to happen in the first round, Rob. You know, even if you don't get the finish, he's got to carry this now into the second. I like that he's throwing these hands. That was a nice time head kick there off that combo, but it was read quite well by Nos. Eats that T-pom, low stamina though, that'll cost him. But we do go to a second there. Good first round.
Great first round, dominant first round for Nas. Came out, threw some leg kicks, moving his head well, gets that takedown, catches that foot, and then just brutalizes him with elbows. Round 2, let's see how his opponent adjusts here. Uncle Ben needs to come out with something special.
He does indeed. There's a nice check there as well. Ben making the adjustments to that. Ooh, tries to load the spinning elbow, doesn't get it. Ooh. Yeah, nothing just popping him. You know, there's a lot of forward momentum coming from Ben, but he's kind of just running into him over and over again. As soon as I say this, though, he's sat out. He's resetting his timing and trying to re-enter in another way, which is smart. Miss on the side kick, though. That was a little dangerous as well. Oh, there's the lead hook, Rob.
Stung him.
Ow! He's out. Is it? I was waiting for you to take that one, but it doesn't matter. We just let it happen in silence. What a finish, though. What a finish right there. Lands the spinning elbow to drop him. Picture perfect. Just, oh, that was brutal. That was dirty. And he followed up with the brutal ground and pound as well, Rob. That's a great finish. Both guys definitely wanted it, like we said. Both 0-0. Ducks up, bam, right into a spinning elbow.
Damn, that was such a good performance, and his opponent, Uncle Ben, had been throwing those spinning elbows at him the whole fight, and he paid him back with a perfect, precise spinning elbow. Nas proving the haters wrong and showcasing that he has the ability to compete in the Esports Fight League. Not only make amazing TikTok videos, so walk the walk and do the dance, and he did it tonight in emphatic fashion, Balian.
He did, man. He did. I mean, that's a great performance. For a debut, I love to see that in a debut, you know? I mean, was that still in the first round?
Yeah.
I think it was. It was. So we're talking about the damage about to carry over. Even need another round to carry the damage over. Got the spinning elbow finish. But we love those techniques, you know, in this game because they cause so much damage. The spinning stuff, the flying knees, it's the Hail Mary stuff, and it's great because, you know, it's accurate. It's accurate. Anyway, there we go. 1-0 now. Officially, Nas, unfortunately, Ben drops his debut. I think he's got some people to console him. He is part of that KIA camp as well, so training with the good guys and also people who can, you know, help coach him through the next one. But that's a tough fight. There we go. All right, moving on, guys. Let's move on to number 3 this evening. Speaking of other legends and members within the community, we got Perseu and Gavin as well here. Both guys have been competing for a while, and it's surprising to see where these guys are ranked right now, Rob, but it just goes to show how much talent there is in the ESFL. But let's jump over to the fight here, which is at bantamweight, and I'll pass it over to you.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ranked 41. We all know him, Perseu, 1-2. After a 2-fight losing streak, he is finally able to win versus Dima by KO, who we saw earlier. Now he's fighting his teammate, but in the cage there are no friends or teammates, and he wants to make this win as dominant as possible. This man has educated striking, elite footwork, and he adapts to his opponents. And I've fought Perseu before, and he is so good at bringing you into those deep waters, making those reads, and really punishing you. So Gavin has his hands full, but this man is so skilled as well. 2-3, ranked 22, a lot further ahead on the rankings than Perseu. After some bad luck in his last fight and losing on KO, now he has time to work on his flaws, Balian, and he is ready to go. High-level grappling, good pressure, and crispy striking. Talk about these picks.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you talk about these picks, I didn't actually see them. I don't know why we didn't see them, but there they are. I did see them. I thought it was a Ea mirror match, and it is. So there we go. Yeah, this is an interesting one. Obviously, we talk about the force of nature perk being important in this one, right? If you get the advantage, you get ahead in the health stats above your opponent. Force of nature perk kicks in, means you take less damage. Pretty simple. So whoever gets out ahead will have an advantage just because they're going to take way less damage. Usually, they're going to have to stay ahead, so it's going to have to be about those big shots. So whoever starts quick and gets that first burst in is going to get going. But we know Perseu likes to strike from all ranges. He's very good in close as well on the outside with the kicks. But Gavin, man, he's on that war camp, Rob. It's a very aggressive scene. And War's getting a bit of a shout out tonight. Tons of guys from that war camp this evening. But both men being very patient. Perseu content to give up that center ground. Nice, both returning jabs to the body. Lovely. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. Ooh. Oh, wow, man. Sidestep the front kick after the switch. Nice.
Yeah, it seems like these dudes don't know how to follow the rules and they can't fight under the pressure of the crowd. But that's okay, I guess. Yeah. Whatever you need to, you know, get that advantage. But here we go. Gavin putting on that pressure, and I'm seeing Perseu taking some damage early. Gavin fighting well.
Love it. Takedown fake into a right hook right over the top of Perseu. Went right into it. Again, lead uppercut, straight lead uppercut. But already, that's pretty easy to read that combo. So we'll see if Perseu fits a slip off the center line at the end with a straight. He's quite good at making reads. Stays in the pocket to turn the left hook. Nice work. Oh, lovely work by Gavin. 1-2 to the body, exits the pocket, comes back in again, rips the body. So nice work. Level change to the single against the cage. Nice stuff, though. Perseu got on those triggers just fast enough. Get some short shots into the hip toss. Lovely work. And we're on top position for Perseu, 2.5 minutes. Nice
elevation change for Perseu. Now on top. Gonna remain on top as well in half guard, but a good denial from the bottom, and so far so good for Perseu.
Yeah, so far so good indeed. Touching the hip right there. Nice job. Repostures from Perseu and the easy transition. Gavin at half stamina there, having to force his way back to full guard. And yeah, again, takes straight advantage. He got 2 transitions there because he transitioned too early, but recovers. I didn't mind that position there to side saddle. So nice work by Gavin, who gets himself back to half guard as well. Let's see if he goes for the get up here, Rob. I don't know how confident Gavin is in these ground games. You know, he might look for that sweep. But right now, Perseu's been here for a minute or so, and he's landed a couple of shots.
Yeah, he's been able to hold him down and get those denials when needed. And it seems like from the bottom, Gavin trying to do some bottom fakes, but just not really executing anything, just being very patient here, just kind of acting like Dustin Poirier versus Charles Oliveira, and they're fighting that second round when he got that takedown, just kind of chilling.
Yeah, indeed he is. Using that hip fake nicely, though, from the full guard. Definitely knows what he's doing. Using quite a few shots. Not doubled up and tried the transition yet. And yeah, Perseu just cutting through the fakes with a posture up. That's always good to do if you think your opponent's just faking a little too much. Just instantly transition. Don't look for the defense. And there's some more elbows from the side control here as well. So great work by Perseu. A great way to just secure a dominant round. Get a bit of damage. Nice posture up as well there. The knee on belly.
Yeah, indeed. You know, he saw, nice denial right there. And you saw earlier in that fight, Gavin was coming out with a really nice striking game and coming in and out like a damn python, like you said, with his footwork. But Perseu did not like what he was tasting and took him to the ground and held him there the rest of the round and probably stole that round, huh, Balian?
Yeah, and I love how he did it as well. You know, he just run on the cage, throw a couple of short shots, and then you know they're going to defend nice. You just hit the hip toss. It's almost a given that you can get that, and then just held position. So it just shows Perseu's thinking about this, you know, as a whole fight, not trying to just get us finish or inflict as much damage as possible. He's considering all his options, and he is a smart fighter. You can tell by the way he's confident to just sit on the back foot and try and find the timings in the strikes or hit beautiful pivots like that as well. Takes the pressure off for a second. Gavin's the one walking forward. Who's got the advantage, though, right now, Rob, in terms of head stats for the Weather Nature perk? God, what's difficult to say for some reason.
Force of Nature. Yeah, it seems really even. Maybe Gavin a little bit on the head, but it is Perseu's doing a little bit more damage to the body, and I think every stat has its own Force of Nature perk, right?
I'm
not sure, though.
I think Game Changers Discord and check that one today. Oh, lovely way. Look, Gavin's leading these combinations now with the body shots. Oh, beautiful floor piece as well, but Perseu slips, rips, pivots off the center, retakes, and now puts a little pressure on him. Lovely combination into the double leg. Oh, that might have been a single. Point is, though, Rob, he's re-entering this ground position that he was in before. He got lots of success here early, but Gavin did make a few mistakes that kind of led him into these bad spots, and there, beautiful work by Gavin, denies a transition, double up on these shots, and the get up as well. And back on that lead uppercut, straight lead uppercut. Oh,
Gavin is swinging for the fences with that straight overhand, and he showed some good ability to get back to his feet. That's what he needed, because in that first round, he was held down for the whole round. But this time when he got taken down, Balin, he was able to pop right back up. Big ups to Gavin.
Yeah, he really was methodical about it as well. He got a deny and didn't instantly transition, and then he loaded 2 strikes and didn't instantly transition, and then he found the timing for the get up. So it was a nice, just little patient approach. Stayed calm.
Ooh, these pivots by Perseu are beautiful.
Yeah, it's getting him out of danger as well, taking off the pressure. That's some nice boxing work as well on the return. The chopping shots with the switch kick to the body. It's all adding up now, Rob, as well. You can see the clear advantage and damage. Another roundhouse. Lovely. And now the front leg push kick. Love that too. Fakes to the body to see the reaction. Oh, lovely job though. Slips and rips off the center line with the right hook over the top of the jab. He's still coming forward.
This is what Perseu is so good at. He'll just let you come to him. He'll make his reads and he'll start bombing the body and sapping away your stamina as the fight progresses. And right now he's got Gavin right where he wants him, and he is popping him all over the place right now, to the body, to the head. He's just connecting time and time again. That straight is money for him right now.
Yeah, he's just landing these straight shots while moving backwards, and Gavin's just still pressuring forward into them. Nice pivot, one more time. Switch to the body, gets blocked though. Nice adjustment. Gavin recognizing that one. But you got to think Gavin's down 2 rounds now, Rob. He's trying to plant those big combinations. Perseu's block is on the way out, but he's done some great work with the pivots and the head movement. He should have enough to survive. It's on Gavin to make something happen in the third.
Gavin landed some good shots at the end of that round there, and you know he has chipped away a little bit at the head health of Perseu, and we all know that if you're Peter John or you're one of these Conor McGregor players, it only takes one mistake when you have the head health a little bit dwindled, and it could just end the show. So Perseu still has to be careful, but he's definitely snowballing ahead of this guy right now.
Ooh, cheeky straight right to the body to start things off. Yeah, Perseu's doing really well. Just sliding back with these straight shots. Nice job with the right hook, but look at that return. 3-piece combination to get the rock and the double knees and the shots and the break as well. Oh, what a poor counter from Gavin though, Rob. This is heating up.
It is. Oh, another uppercut connects. And now he might jump down. He does, going for the finish, throwing some nice hooks on him. Gavin trying to defend himself, and he's able to survive. But man, Perseu looking amazing. I don't know why I always call him Perseus. It's just a bad habit. But man, Perseu is a beast.
For sure, man. It's just ripping these clean combinations, and I love the aggressiveness after he hurts him, especially that clinch break. You know, he has another 3-piece loaded, the exact range, the exact combo he knows he needs to land. It was only by the grace of that pull counter that Gavin survived and was able to stay in this fight. Otherwise, we would have seen it ended right there, no doubt about it. What a beautiful combination. It's really stuck that left hook to the body. And now rolling back with that rear uppercut. Gonna get the straight shots down the middle, but there's a beautiful straight right. Sets off another sequence that ends in a knockdown, and the ground and pound, Rob, possibly to get the finish. No,
but razor close. That was almost all she wrote, and the head health is blinking right now. And Gavin, he's in so much trouble. He needs a miracle. He needs to pull a rabbit out of his hat and perform magic tricks in there, bailing, because right now Perseu is on top, just clobbering him.
Yeah, he is indeed. And the sprawl gets denied as well. And he's got time if he wants to try and find a finish, but he doesn't need one. He could just try and hold this position for the rest of the fight right here. His coach is telling him to posture up, and we can hear that because there's no crowd.
And he tried to. He listened to his coach, and now he's just landing some short shots, you know, trying to build up that grappling advantage he has. And there's the posture up, but a nice denial from Gavin Balian. He's still fighting in there.
Yeah, but now you can make the read that after every denial, Gavin's going to do 2 shots on a transition, so Perseu can just wait and look for that. There's a nice full guard momentum sweep, the posture up to cancel the animation. Gets it. Nice work by Perseu. Oh, and beats the body relentlessly there, Rob. Wow, great ground and pound.
Vicious shots right now. 1 minute left. There's the stack, and this could be it here, Balian. Oh, but he slips that first one. Nice job by Gavin.
Yeah, nice job by Gavin. Interesting choice by Perseu to lead with a straight shot. Oh, restack though, this time going with the hooks. Oh, only hooks. Oh my God. This is brutal. Absolutely brutal ground and pound. He might get another stack here.
He might. Finally, Gavin able to breathe here.
Just watching the replay on my other screen, that was some disgusting ground and pound right there. Wow, I thought someone was going to take a shot right there. Gavin really trying to fire anything with that straight right is a weapon. And he's getting touched over and over again.
He's still in there throwing. Oh! Little late.
War. That's team war right there. Team war fights to the end. I love it. Great fight, great back and forth, but well done by Perseu, grabbing those takedowns, controlling the ground exchanges, and that was really the difference in this one.
It was. You know, Perseu in the beginning of the round, he always starts his fights off slow, makes those reads, downloads his opponent's, you know, game plan, and And then in the later rounds, he starts attacking that body, mixing it up
rounds,
beautiful, backed up by a nice game plan on the bottom. You know, when he takes his opponents down, he's very calculated. And most likely going to get this win. 30-27. Dominant performance on Balian.
Yep, all 3 rounds. I thought it was the other one then, because he was wearing the red shorts, but it's a red shirt. I got very confused. A win right there for Perseu. Yeah, I'm sure he'll like that one. Like I said, so coming in tonight, Perseu was ranked 41.
Right.
Rob. And I'm just like, but he's so good, you know?
True.
But he is now 2-2 for this season. Again, educated striking. I think that sums him up very nicely. I know we gave credit to the takedowns right there, but it was the footwork and the striking on the feet as well. Those pivots were consistent in stopping the pressure that Gavin was trying to bring. And I know some people don't like to use them because they're a little risky, but I mean, there's no better way to stop someone from pressuring you. You literally 180 and take back the center of the cage. So if you can master them in a safe way, which he did, they can be so effective. And we saw that play out as well, part of the strategy.
Yeah, and also it's a little bit of a mental defeat every time I know I'm throwing viciously at my opponent, and then they pivot me, and they're like, "Ole!" I feel like a bull being, you know, drawn in by a red cape. I'm like, "Damn it!" And I get a little frustrated, and then he's on the offensive. My back is against the cage, so it's so many different things happening when you hit a nice pivot. And yeah Perseu might be 1-2 and ranked 41, but we all know how good this guy is, and now this is the start of a potential win streak. 2-2, beats ranked 22 Gavin, who we saw was very talented, and Perseu has all the skills he needs to be a contender in this league, and I cannot wait to see him perform again because this man is a machine, Balian.
There we go, machine. I like that. That's kind of scary. Okay, there we go. Right, we'll jump straight to the next fight, and we will bring. We'll show you the upcoming events as well. We'll do that after this next one. But it's going to be at middleweight. We got Papadoc taking on Stoyan. 2 veterans. What a great fight right here, Rob.
Oh man, this is such an exciting fight. This is like the old guard coming back. We got Papadoc, the former ESFL champion. This guy is one of the most well-known fighters from the old era. Part of that nasty Team Dark over there with all those badass fighters, with Romero on the top of that team, you know, running it with, you know, Zayaf over there, Swiss Lebacks. I mean, that team is nasty over there. And now he's coming back. He's 0-1, and we're going to see if he's able to compete in today's Esports Fight League. And his opponent is going to be ranked 29th, BMF Stoyan, who's 1-2. He was originally cut from the roster, but now after going 5-1, a lot of these roster rumble boys coming into this card tonight, he's ready to show the world that he can compete with the best. He's fighting out that BMF camp, Balian, and he's coming with some high fight IQ.
Yeah, like you said, 5-1 in the roster rumble. He is on a 2-fight losing streak, though, so hopefully he can turn that around tonight. Definitely Papadoc's going to look to take advantage of it. And we know how good Papadoc is, man. Papadoc's a legend, a former champion, all right, up in here. So it's a tough test. People were very hyped on Stoyan. He's definitely proved himself recently that he can take on and fight with the best. But this is going to be a tough matchup for Stoyan, I think. Let's see what Papadoc version shows up tonight, though, you know?
Yeah, we'll see.
Version.
You know, Papadoc is one of those guys that has, like, very interesting stand-up. It's underrated, and he'll hit you with some sweet head kicks, some sweet combinations, but I think where he shines the brightest is when he has you in the clinch and when he has you on the ground, and he's able to hold you down and punish you. Yeah,
I think you'd be right about that one. Nice double jab to get things going. Already committing to that knee to the body, but Stoyan able to stop it. Wow, leading with the right hand there as Papadoc, and cracking Stoyan, who's trying to, you know, just weather this storm that's inevitably coming at him right now. Does a great job. Retakes the center as well. That's that stiff right hand from Papadoc right there, Rob. That was nice too.
Yeah, these straights are beautiful. And there's a teep as well. Papadoc trying to keep him at range, pushing against the cage. There's that clinch he likes to do, but Stoyan able to get out of there. Ooh, nice straight as well. Stoyan's fighting well here. Woo, watch out for that head kick though. Papadoc's so good at landing that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Stoyan just clipping Papadoc right now. And they're in the pocket. Papadoc's walking into all these shots. Is why they're doing more damage. Nice job with the clinch. Breaks that straight right. Such a weapon for both guys, really, in this one. Stoyan using it defensively, Papadoc using it offensively earlier. Now trying to crowd each other against the cage. Nicely body work. Ah, man, what techniques we're seeing traded back and forth here, Rob. Great sequence there.
Papadoc opening his hands, trying to play some mental warfare right now, and Papadoc is trying to put Stoyan against that cage. He's trying to block break him and put a lot of pressure on that green block bar and break through it. Stoyan needs to be careful right now.
It does indeed.
Ooh, lifts him though. You see that, Bailey? Little pop.
It was a nice straight lead uppercut right there. We've seen that a lot tonight. It's slowly becoming, I mean, we always knew about it. I think the first person who told me about straight lead uppercut, I can't remember. I know Pride did a video on it at some point way back in the day.
Must have been me, huh?
Romero talked about straight lead uppercut a lot. Oh, nice work, though. With the left hook and one to the body. Great one, right hand over the top. You talked about his striking, Rob. That was so beautiful. Hurt the head, hurt the body, all with the lead hand, and then the right hook to drop him. That is a great way to steal a first round.
No doubt, Papa Doc has underrated striking. He's got everything. You know, he's really good, but this is where he is the most dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. On top in these positions, it's hard to get out, and right now he's postured up. Already knocked and rattled Stoyan. Stoyan, we don't know where his head's at right now, but he needs to stay calm.
He does indeed. Not easy because we talked about how good Papa Doc is on the ground as well. So inevitably, there's more ground and pound coming. Taking his time right now. I don't think you have an arm triangle with Whittaker. Maybe you do. I feel like I wouldn't play him otherwise. But, oh, I believe that was a frame, Rob, in order to get back to the feet right there. So that was great. We didn't see it. Oh, and a little trip we almost saw there as well. Didn't come out. Papa Doc trying to let the hands go in close, but he's back on the feet. Did take a ton of damage, though.
He did. He has been getting pounded by Papa Doc's shots, and Papa Doc really, you know, letting this guy know that he's not really respecting him in there. You know, he's opening his hands, he's talking mad smack, and you like to see it sometimes. These guys have been talking a lot of shit in the Discord to each other. This is a grudge match, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they definitely have. Just picking him apart now on the outside, though, is Stoyan committing to those 1-2s. The straight shots down the middle. There's the 2. Beats the kick right there as well. So Stoyan finding his timing a little bit towards the end of that round.
I think so. And you saw that damage. Stoyan is right there with Papa Doc. Papa Doc definitely in the lead. Has had the bigger moments, but Stoyan dishing out the damage on par with Papa Doc. This is a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Round number 2.
Ooh, nice body kick right there to get things started. Committing to the kicks here. That's really how you can take advantage of a matchup like this. Straight right has been working for both guys, though. There's the return for Papa Doc. Nice. Again, that straight right. And there's that clinch you talked about. Great lead uppercut comes out. At the same time, that right hand goes over the top. He fails and the push kick gets met. That lead body shot right there and another check hook to the body right there. Elbow over the top kind of lands a little bit between these two guys. I like how they're both just blitzing at the same time, Rob. You know, it's no consistency. It's just both explode and then go again. Yes,
and it seems Stoyan is getting a bit comfortable in there. It looks like he's standing his ground a bit. Papa Doc's still doing his thing, looking for that clinch, landing these beautiful 4-punch combinations, bleeding through the block, doing a lot of damage, and it's starting to have an impact right now. Stoyan needs to be defensive here.
Yeah, and Papa Doc was using that clinch quite nicely. And now he's getting backed up, and that right hand is landing. Wow, you got to think of all the damage Papa Doc did in that first round. Stoyan has done so well to get himself back in this fight. He's just been touching that chin over and over again, and it's really starting to show.
Definitely.
Oh, there it is.
Drips him. Papa Doc moving his head, trying to avoid these shots, but there's Stoyan digging to the body, backing up Papa Doc.
Oh, another one.
Back, thanks to the body.
Triple hooks, 4 hooks to the body.
Oh,
man. I can't believe that. It's crazy. Both guys rocked each other with the straight right. They've been hunting it all night. Both timed it so beautifully. Stoyan sat and waited on that counter shot, nailed him with a straight right, came forward, unloaded pain, and Papa Doc sits back, counters him with a straight right, tripled up with the body shots, which rocked him, and then he got a 4th one in there. Stoyan not able to block or get an uppercut going in time, and ends up back here on the canvas with 2 minutes to work. Papa Doc sealing this second round like he stole the first, Rob.
Yeah, and that's Papa Doc right there in a nutshell. You know, you got to kill this man to get him out of there. You're not going to beat him mentally. You're going to have to flatline him or rip his head off. Oh, but look at this. He bounces on top of him, Bailey, and he's got his back. This is a bad position right now for Stoyan.
It is, if the armbar comes out, but I think it's more of a, he's gone to backside. Okay, might be looking for the extra posture up damage here. As long as Papa Doc can hold. The get up, and Stoyan gets it, but we're still in this body lock position. Throws a shot on the break. Oof. And you know, Stoyan, I think whenever they're on the feet, he's going to feel confident, but he did just get dropped for the second time in this fight.
Yeah, we're going to see what Stoyan's all about. Oh, my goodness, what a head kick. Bang!
Oh, my God.
And he opens up his hands. He says, "What's good, Papa Doc? I'm still here."
Oh, my God. What perfect timing with both of those strikes. That right hand looked like it was from a movie as well. It's the straight right of Robert Whittaker. Both men are displaying it tonight. That thing is devastating.
I'm having a good time, Balian.
And blocks. Me too, sir. Oof. Trying to get the duck straight right there. Okay, well, that's definitely 2 rounds right there for Papa Doc. Stoyan still trying to throw hands, and he's done a significant amount of damage. You know, he doesn't need a lot to rock him. It's just about who lands. Well, I think it's going to be about who lands that straight right, because they're both hunting for it, so.
They are, and it seems Papa Doc has the health, the stamina, the advantages here in this 3rd round, but Stoyan has been there the whole time, lands a nice straight as well, and Stoyan has been doing a great job. Oh my goodness, again! That head kick lands, Papa Doc ducks out of the way, but here comes Stoyan, he's answering back, Bailey, and they're brawling! We gotta fight!
They are indeed. Another head kick lands beautifully. Stoyan really looking to time things. He's already done enough damage, he just needs the clean shots. Oh, it's dangerous in the pocket though. Oh, but they're both swinging. They're both so confident. Oh, he had no stamina. That's why there wasn't a rock. Lands the butterfly kick or the ducking roundhouse over the top. Oh, little inside thigh tap to secure that single leg. Nice work. Dog back on the ground. Going to slow things down, I think.
Yeah, that was getting a little chaotic in there, and Papa Doc electing to go with a safer, smarter decision. Just get that beautiful takedown, and into his realm we go.
Yeah, we'll see if Stoyan can get back to the feet. How determined is he? Because right here, Rob, you know, you're down 2 rounds. You're on your back. Like, how much do you want to win this? Like, some people give up. He's going to hit the armbar. Do it. Oh, he went for the get up. Okay. Still, great work by Stoyan. He's back to the feet.
Man, Stoyan has some mental game as well. He is going tit for tat right now with one of the best players in the game, a well-trained Papa Doc, and he's doing fantastically right now. But Papa Doc lands a 3-punch combination into the buckle. Again, he clips him, buckles him, and goes for the finish.
By the way, for people who don't know, Stoyan talked a lot of trash before this fight. Stoyan filled in on short notice and started, you know, barking effectively at Papa Doc. So I'm sure Papa Doc wants him to have it as much as possible because he's racking these up now. Lovely slap. Look at that wound on the side of his body. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It looks like he got a hickey from a hippopotamus.
It looks like, yeah, he got someone like sliced him open with an axe or something. It's insane.
My goodness. He fought against Papa Doc, and that's what Papa Doc does. Bang! Bang! Again! Right back up, though, Balian. Oh, the knee to the solar plex. This is vicious.
My God. Oh, my God.
Oh, fatality!
Oh, my God.
Killed him!
Imagine if you saw that in real life, you'd just be like... Anyway, Papa Doc with a great finish right there. I love Rob. Papa Doc constantly moving with his hooks.
Holy
so when he was throwing the right hook, he moved to the right-hand side. So it gets the sideways moving right hook animation. And then when he went to the left, he would move to the left to throw the left hook. Obviously, the danger of doing that is you leave yourself even more vulnerable, right? If you get hit while throwing a right hook in this game, you take damage. But if you get hit while moving and throwing a hook, you're going to take even more damage. But in a situation like that, when your opponent is frozen, he's just letting those moving hooks go. And they're just landing beautifully. And that's why it looks so devastating.
Wow, that was vicious. Yeah, Papa Doc, whenever he had Stoyan hurt, he was digging to the body, and Stoyan was just unable to make that read to get that block counter uppercut. And man, that was devastating damage by Papa Doc. Killed that man in there. However, Stoyan showed that he has a lot of mental prowess. He's got good, mental skills, and he could stay in there against one of the best fighters in the game here at 34. Papa Doc 1-1, but this guy is a legend, and he fought very well. I think both guys stock rose, but yeah, Papa Doc has taken that beef and he has consumed it. I mean, it's over, right? That beef is over. I mean, we just witnessed the murder.
That's true. I don't know if Stoyan's stock rose. I mean, Stoyan was very hyped. Went 5-1, and unfortunately now is on a 3-fight losing streak, unfortunately. So hopefully Stoyan can get bounced back because he's clearly good. Like, he can definitely compete with these guys at the highest level. It's just like, I don't know if your stock rises from that one, unfortunately.
Maybe the ending didn't happen.
Well, why do you think he wasn't blocking the body, Rob? Why was he? I mean, I think that's a question people are going to ask.
Yeah, that's true. That was a big mistake there. I think he was just, in the moment, flustered, being damaged, and just expecting maybe Papa Doc to make the adjustment to go upstairs instead of downstairs, and he just kept guessing wrong every time.
It's a confusing game sometimes, isn't it? It's 50-50, isn't it? Yeah.
Of course.
All right. We're gonna go straight to the next one, guys. Actually, no. What we're gonna do first, I want to show you the schedule coming up for the upcoming events that we've got, because we have a ESFL event every night, basically, on Sundays now, 8 p.m. UK time and 2 p.m. CT. And yeah, let's take a look at the schedule. And it's all leading up to the most epic of epic nights, of course, ESFL Live, which is coming up on the 4th and 5th of June. But yeah, you can see there as we move through every Sunday night, guys, every Sunday night. And yeah, so June 4th and 5th, ESFL Live, guys. Now that's going to be in Las Vegas, our first ever live event, okay, at the HyperX Arena. We'll be working with prospects by Sports Illustrated, who are helping us bring that vision to you guys. You can totally show up if you don't want to compete. Registration will be open fairly soon. There will be early bird registration as well. So if you register early, there will be a discount to register. And yeah, if you want to come and watch, it's in Las Vegas. I know that's very close to the old West Coast as well for anyone who's out there as well. There will be some community events we're trying to plan as well, between some of the fighters, some of the staff, some other people who or whatever, like in the UFC world, you know, there's a bunch of people that we can hopefully try and get involved. So we're trying to plan some community events for you guys as well as just, you know, a weekend of live UFC esports, Rob. I mean, it's going to be a good time. We're going to be there.
Oh, we're gonna be there. You better hope we don't get matched up, you know, Balian, right? Because I'm knocking you out.
Why would you threaten to knock people? That's rude.
In the game, Balian, in the game.
Oh, in the game. Okay.
I don't want to fight you in real life. You train.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
No, of course not.
All right, let's go straight to the next fight, though, guys. But don't forget, 4th and 5th of June, put it in your calendars. ESFL Live. Number 5. Here we go. We got a Bathing Ash taking on Ally Creed here, Rob. This may have been a short notice replacement. Yeah, it was supposed to become a Puglia. A Bathing Ash stepping in right here as well. But he's ready to go, Rob.
What a short notice replacement treat right now. Is it Halloween? I mean, a Bathing Ash is one of my favorite competitors ever. I mean, this guy is a legend of the game, a longtime ESFL vet. Sweet, superb striking. He's good everywhere. I mean, Ollie Creed is going to have his hands full, but how much has a Bathing Ash been training? We're going to find out right now, because Ollie Creed is in the top 20 at the 19th spot, 2-2. And after a hard loss versus Ungodly War, he took some time off to reinvent himself, and now he is ready to showcase those skills he's been working on tonight, finding out of that truth camp. Here we go.
All right, yeah, let's see what they got. I love the DP pick. We don't see it very often at lightweight. There was at one point where everyone was like, oh, he's the most OP fighter in the game. I don't know if they patched him or if the meta just shifted a little bit at lightweight. Back to Conor McGregor, most notoriously, I should probably say. But we'll see how this goes. I like the mirror match again, although, to be honest, we have been having some people express their dislike of mirror matches, Rob. You know, some people begging for them to be banned. When we do these big events, when we've done the UFC Esports League events, when we did the summer season, we do ban mirror matches. We actually have a very complicated, well, not complicated, but a fun picking system that allows fighters to only pick certain fighters once per round and stuff like that. So we do eliminate that, but this is ESFL, baby. This is pure, unadulterated, the best versus the best. And if you ask me, that's what you get in a mirror match. It's an even playing field. It's about the tactics and the strategy and the skills, Rob. Oh! Lead hook action right there on display immediately. Catching him with this percent. Ash is all over him right now, Rob.
I think we've got our answer. I think Ash is still the man that we know he is, and already striking first and second blood within a minute of this fight.
Oh, yeah, man. He is looking to show up on short notice and put on a show as well. Oh, straight lead hook straight. Nice work. Yodomi a little bit flustered, I think, perhaps, as well. Listen, we talk about the ESFL jitters. They are real. You know, your heart will flutter. Your hands will get a little sweaty, you know. This is a big fight. You know, it's not so much the stage, even though it does play a factor. It's the fact that you can't take this one back, Rob. It goes on your record. You only get one shot. You can't miss the opportunity to show in this case. And Ash has been here many times, Rob.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, you know, a Bathing Adam, he's been in so many high-stakes tournaments and big matches, and this is nothing for him. This is a walk in the park, and he is just on fire right now. He's just dishing out so much damage. His long combinations are just obliterating Yodomi, obliterating him.
Yes, indeed. Did burn a ton of stamina, though. Oh! But he's doing a ton of damage as well. Another lead uppercut sits him down with this one. This could be it. There's some stamina left on the ground and pound. Wow, one strike potentially there, Rob, from putting him away. Ref didn't want to stop the action. A Bathing Ash going to have to carry this fatigue into the next round. Wants it back on the feet, though, but he is certainly landing the damage. Now, Dustin Poirier has good recovery, so we'll see how that plays in. If he can survive another slip straight down the middle, Rob, that's a big shot.
Bailey, and I think we got a mismatch right now. I mean, Yadomi with a nice slip right there. He's going to be able to go into this full mount position. But a Bathing Adam is so good in these positions with his defense, his framing, and wow, right now, this is looking like a flawless victory so far.
Yeah, it was a good sweep. He did it off a slip shot. Now in this mount position, but back to full guard, nice work. A posture up right there from Yadomi, and back to the feet. Nice work. A minute left, though. Ash might put him away here. Before the end of this round, hits him back with a slip straight of his own, return for some medicine there.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to the second, Bay. I think he's going out soon.
I mean, we'll have to see. Ash trying to hug. Oh! Lead uppercut with the up kick. Keeps him in it. And the head kick. Ash trying to put the pressure back on, but he did just get taken right off his feet with that lead uppercut. Domi says, no, I'm not done. And you know what? Ash hasn't got much stamina left, Rob. He will recover a bit between the round, but so will Yadomi, and so will Yadomi's head health.
Yadomi survived the early onslaught by a Bathing Adam, ate so much damage, but finally some light at the end of this dark, treacherous tunnel. He gets a rock, and now he's got the respect, and now we got to fight.
Yeah, for those of you asking, Yadomi is Ali Creed, who I believe is Ungodly War as well. Guys, you got to stop changing your names, okay? Because nobody knows who you are, all right? Just pick a name. Pick a name. Oh, a rock straight out of the gate right there for Yadomi, taking advantage like Adam did at the start of the last round. Who's looking to snap the jab, maybe reset a little here, get things back to basics, because they're both taking some damage, but you've got to look at that head health. Oh, okay, he's not Ungodly War. Okay, no worries.
Okay. He is not Ungodly War. He is Yadomi-san, and he just got clipped right there. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh! Wow.
Out cold! Bazooka!
I don't think that counts as a rage quit. I think he's all right. He was already unconscious. So.
He knocked him out so hard his console got knocked out the window, Balian.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a crazy KO. It was like a forward-moving straight that literally flipped him upside down and sent him backwards, which is crazy. But yeah, he just kept beating up that block, and once that was gone, the head health started getting chipped away, and he just put him on him with that 4-piece at the end there. I mean, that Ash came out to make a statement tonight on short notice. Also, that's his first win of the season. So does this mean a Bathing Ash is back to play?
I'm loving this, Balian. I'm seeing a lot of the OGs coming back in here and make statements tonight, letting these new cats know, hey, we are still here, and we are just as good and even better than we've ever been. And the Bathing Ash takes out a top 20 Ali Creed like it was nothing.
Yeah, like it was nothing, man. Like it was nothing. To be fair, Ali Creed got a few shots in there, especially after he'd collected his senses, but it was a great performance by Ash. There we go. Ash shows up, gets it done as he always does. Right, we're gonna move on to fight number 7. Ooh. Now 2 more veterans, Swiss Lidax and Venator. Great fight. What a banger. Both undefeated this season as well, both 2-0 at bantamweight. So strap in, let's go, Rob.
Here we go, guys. LS Venator on a 2-fight winning streak. He's ready to go. He's got a lot of good cardio management. He thinks he could take out Swiss Lidax tonight, and he's been asking for a top 10 opponent, and he has one. Unfortunately, it is the wrecking ball of the Esports Fight League, Swiss Lidax, who comes forward and devastates his opponent with overwhelming pressure, elite striking, and relentlessness. I mean, this guy has a strong mental game, and he comes out of that Team Dark camp, and he comes to shut down. He said he wants to shut down all this new blood in the ESFL, and he wants to let them all know and remind them who he is, and he is ready to smash Venator tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Venator is a new guy showing up. He's 2-0. You mentioned great kicks. He does have great kicks. Swiss, though, he's in that Team Dark camp. You know, some say that's the best camp going at the moment. You know, it's very, very exclusive elite camp. 2-0 as well. I mean, this is a real tough test for Venator, but maybe it's not. We're about to find out. If we're looking at the bets that have come in, I'm seeing, 72,000 has come in on Swiss, and only 2,000 has come in on Venator. That's the community. That's like such a small amount. What's that, like 3% or something like that? 3% is a good split. So no faith in him for the young dog, but we'll see how he gets on tonight. Venator going with the Yarn pick. We've got Yarn on the opposite side as well. So we've got a mirror match here, but we'll see how they get on. So Swiss in the red, Venator in the yellow. Already pivots, yellow, white. Already pivots into a lead body hook right there. Got sat down. And a nice switch stance into that lead kick. Bounced her straight off him as well. But pressure from Swiss, as we always see here, Rob.
And there's been rumblings in the community that these OGs from the ESFL, the back in the UFC 3 days and the early UFC 4 days, that these new cats are not on their level. So we're about to see right now if that's right, or if Venator can represent for these new up-and-coming guys that are making splashes, Balian.
Yeah, and Swiss, she was chucking out the damage early, trying to get advantage on that Force of Nature perk, but Venator's done a good job returning now. Oh no, Swiss back on the pressure, right overhand lands. That pivot that he's going to is getting him in trouble, Rob. He needs to find another way to be defensive. From these situations, tries to trade back when the head health wasn't fully back, and that right hand correct him. Swiss gonna keep turning this on from here, Rob. This is just the start of it.
The Wrecking Ball is already doing some damage all over Venator right now, really putting some pressure on him. Venator trying to fight, but just missing, out of range. Just cannot compete with this steamroll that Swiss is trying to put on another right hand. Oh my goodness, takes to the body. He's on bang!
Another straight right. Oh, he's kicking him in the head, Rob.
That's an illegal shot!
It is illegal. All this with continuous body work. You talk about the young bloods not being hanging with the old guard. Well, right now, this looks like a masterclass. Venator's landing a few cheeky shots, though. Don't get him wrong. He's slipping and ripping a few, but he's throwing. Oh, double leg kick. Nice work. And he checked that one as well. It still did damage. The switch stance is forced there for Swiss, but it's those kicks that's getting him rocked, Rob, because he's getting hit while throwing those kicks. That's what took that second rock right there. So he has to be careful about when he uses that weapon. That was nice work, though. Got some space from Swiss and chop low. Change things up a little bit. Switch to the body this time. Nice return knee by Swiss there. Oof. He almost put him out, though, Rob. Let's face it.
He did, but seems Venator is stabilizing a little bit here. But oh my goodness, there's the destabilization. The right hand to the temple knocks him down. Here comes Swiss Bix again, right in the face. Good pivot from Venator. But whoo, man, this fight is wild, and always is wild with Swiss and Balian.
I mean, Venator's getting a little crazy here, right? He gets rocked and dropped for like the third time, gets up. First thing he does a forward-moving right hook and then a pivot. It's like, whoa, you know, like you're in a pretty vulnerable state. But Venator, if it lands, is going to do big damage. So not afraid to throw caution to the wind here, which is kind of the attitude you need in a fight that you're behind, right? You got to just make something happen, swing the momentum back the other way. And he's looking to do that right now, get a little reckless trading in the pocket, but Swiss is going to keep marching forward if he doesn't. Nice check there as well.
And that's that same foot, Balian, that he hurt earlier, and he checks it brilliantly. And that forces Swiss to switch back to that southpaw stance. But clubbed him in the face!
Amazing southpaw head kick right there on the open side. Just cracked him at the perfect distance after he threw that two-piece. It was just beautiful right there. Like burning the stamina so he can't retreat from the pocket. Still in range with a head kick and just lands it beautifully.
Whew, a perfect shot. Swiss Bix taking that first round dominantly, and here we go. Round number 2 has done the damage. That Force of Nature perk is engaged for Swiss Bix. Oh, but he eats a couple shots, and Venator is still there, Balian. He's landing some good shots as well.
He is. He's throwing caution to the wind as well. He's trying to land damage and stuff. Oh, there's a nice straight right, though, again. Oh, my God. 3-piece to the body, and then ends with a left hook up top. Another left hook, straight left hook. Nice work by Swiss. Up kick up the middle. He's still pivoting to that side. That's going to get red soon. He's leading with that left hook now.
And Swiss Bix just unloading these 4, 5, 6 stringing punch combinations all over Venator right now against the cage, to the body, to the head. Venator needs a ventilator right now because he can barely breathe. He's getting suffocated.
Oh my God. He is, man. Swiss with the storm. Another head kick. Tries to throw the front kick. Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Did a little cheeky trying to refire. Not let the stamina recover when he landed there, and Venator took advantage with a spear takedown. The man wants to stay in the fight, Rob.
He does. He's not giving up. You know, Swiss is all over him, but that was a beautiful takedown. But right back up to the fence they go. Eats an elbow and slams him to the floor. Swiss Bix is on fire right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it was big damage as well. As soon as he postures up, you get the red warning on the screen just because of how much damage he's taken. So he needs to be careful here. Swiss just got to manage the stamina effectively from these positions and land the ground and pound when he can. He's got 2 minutes, but says no, back to defeat where I'm already beating you up. Let's see if he can find a finish. Venator's in a lot of trouble right here.
He is in the danger zone, and Swiss coming forward with some punishing shots, working that body well, and with that leg kick again for Venator. Beautiful work.
That's the only real damage he's done, but it is damage, and it's been working for him nicely, changing the momentum occasionally, forcing Swiss back, taking some power off that lead hand. My goodness. Oh, another leg kick. Okay, Venator's getting him going here, but now southpaw for Swiss. He dropped him with that perfect left head kick earlier from southpaw. We'll see if that opens up for him again. Trying to go heavy with the boxing right here, chop to the body. Nice job avoiding the sweep. Oh, there's the head kick, and it's ducked, but he checks the leg kick. Look at this. And more punishment on the feet. Swiss really just firing in all cylinders.
He really is, but it seems like Venator is finding his rhythm a little bit in this second round in the latter states. That ducked head kick was beautiful. His head movement looks on point. Swiss LeBix with a jumping head kick to the dome. Here comes the wrecking ball.
Oh my goodness, a slip straight into the lead overhand, didn't land, and nor did the wheel kick. But he's kicking him in the head when he's down still, and that's fine in my book. Oh, spinning back. Now, this is Swiss showing off. This is Swiss showing off, and he needs to be careful because he's just burnt his entire gas tank. I'm sure he's still fine, but he's trying to get something spectacular, Rob, and they will go to a third.
No, Bailey, this is what Swiss LeBix is all about. That's why he's one of the most exciting fighters in the Esports Fight League in the world. He throws all caution to the wind, and he throws the most vicious, destructive combinations that we've ever seen. And
it's
man,
true. It's true.
Right?
If you just, the spinning stuff does so much damage in this game. It's crazy how much damage it does. So yeah, these are very vicious combinations, but he's doing this at the highest level. It's not like against your mate on the sofa. This is the ESFL, baby. Okay,
damn right.
Both these men are undefeated right now, and he's pulling off some crazy stuff.
And he's not stopping. He's just going and going.
Inside leg kick, nice work by Ven, but Swiss is already there with that straight punch down the middle. Oh, nice timing on the rear uppercut. Doesn't even follow, wants to save the stamina. Nice job to the body, to the head, back there with a four-piece combination. And Swiss just trying to find his kill shot right now. 1-2, might be setting up the head kick. There's a slip straight again to the body, lead hook to the head, then back to that rear hook, up to the head as well. Double hooks to the body. Man, Ven's looking for something, Rob.
He is. He's standing there taking all of Swiss LeBix's shots right now, and Swiss is just continually throwing, but Venator is trying to answer back. Beautiful slip straight by Venator. Sneaks that in. Venator is doing some good stuff right now.
Oh man, what a fight. This is why I don't mind mirror matches, because wouldn't you like to see Peter Yan fight Peter Yan in real life? I mean, it would be insane. Like, come on, guys.
Yes, in real life for sure.
Mirror matches, like two Peter Yans fighting, it would be insane. It might be like this. Ben is still trying to stay in there, but there's another left hook and another two-piece there. Lead hook into a wheel kick right there. Snaps him down. Whoa! There's the finish there. There's the finish. I think it was a turning side kick if you want to get technical. But there we go. Great work from both men right there. Ven refusing to quit, Rob. No matter how much damage he was taking, you can see why the guy is undefeated. Definitely able to land a few shots, but he's not undefeated anymore. Swiss takes the O, goes 3-0 this season. Team Dark, he will be moving his way up towards that title. There will be people campaigning for it, Rob. That's a great performance to get this seasonal break started for Swiss LeBix.
My goodness, the wrecking ball strikes again, and this time Venator is his victim. And he fought valiantly. He fought bravely, like Mel Gibson and Braveheart. But this time, the 300 heavy horsemen did not get stopped by those long spears. They ran over and trampled them. And this time, it was, Swiss LeBix showing that he is still the best player that he has ever been. Has even made some improvements. I mean, the way he was stringing those combinations together, the onslaught that he put on in the octagon with so many people watching. I mean, he is one of the, if not the most entertaining fighter I've ever had the honor to call. And what a performance. 3-0 now for the Swiss LeBix wrecking machine.
Yeah. I mean, coming out of Team Dark as well. Tons of support behind him. Chats popping off, calling Swiss an idol, and he's got a great style to entertain as well, right? I mean, you can't ask for a more exciting style. And if you want to try and copy some of this stuff and some of these crazy combos, I mean, you could try. I don't know if they're probably going to get you knocked out, to be honest. That's probably what's going to happen. All right, let's move swiftly on, guys. We've got a few more fights. This is now the co-main event of the evening. We've got KIA's Notorious, who I believe he is the leader of that KIA camp, and he's taking on Kobe here, Rob. So let's go.
All right, here we go. We got a late replacement, Kobe 1-0. You know, he brings some good kickboxing, some great body work. He likes to fight on that outside, but he's going against top 13th ranked KIA Notorious with a winning record of 3-2. And this guy is really good. He beat the always dangerous Gavin by KO in a very close fight in his last card. And he's ready to have a one-sided beatdown, he says, against this late notice replacement. So here we go. Let's see how these two shake off with these picks.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, can you think of the last fight that wasn't a mirror match tonight? This is the match of the night of mirror matches. You got to blame PlayStation, I think it is.
It's PS's fault.
PS, everyone's on the old mirror match train.
How dare you, bro? What are you trying to say? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Robert Whitaker's a good pick. I mean, how can you not pick him if you could pick him?
I know, right? Rob's a great pick at this weight class. Even though we had the Legends editions, right? The Anderson Silva and Bisping, but no, middleweight, we've still got Rob Whitaker coming out. And yeah, it's a good fight. It's a good fight. Let's see if the grappling comes into it. We'll have to have a look. But Notorious here, ready to take on Kobe. And it should be fireworks as well.
Some respect here between these two as well.
Kobe's a last-minute replacement as well. And yeah, Notorious here repping KIA, Killers in Action. That is his team. So got to do them all proud this evening. Nice leg kicks already from Kobe. Just going one kick every time.
And it's been the night of opportunity for these guys, being able to have these last-minute replacement showcasings here, but I don't think one of them has been victorious. Can Kobe be the first one tonight? Wait, Bathing Ash won earlier. Never mind.
He did indeed. Nice job though on the break to fire that liver shot. That's a great piece of work right there. See if Notorious can land a few more of those. Kobe pressuring, but pressuring really nicely. Level changing with the straight to the body, popping out the jab. Nice work by Notorious though there to just push forward, blitz him, and again chop the body with that liver kick. That's good work.
It is, and a nice kick there to push his opponent back, and Kobe doing a nice job utilizing his footwork to you know, misdirect and make his opponent miss and not know where he's gonna be, and Kobe's doing well.
Yeah, I like it. Both fighters are trying to get the game plan going. There's a left hook on the inside though. Kobe content to just trade in the pocket, but Notorious a little more accurate in those exchanges. Just timed the rear hand nicely, sat down on it, it worked. And the volume from these two guys vastly different. Notorious really only throwing, knows he's going to land. Kobe just trying to set everything up with those initial strikes with that jab. But so far so good for Notorious. Timed the left hand beautifully. Going to be looking for more counters like that. Ooh, banged off the block, but it was close.
It was definitely close. Yeah, definitely a different vibe to this fight than the last one. A little bit more technical, but it is Kobe, I think, that has landed the better shots and these little cute combinations he's throwing on the inside. You know, he does a good job bailing it, covering that distance with that double jab, getting on the inside, and then lands a couple of nice stationary shots.
Nice job, chopping the liver again. One of the best weapons. Nice 1-2 lead uppercut comes in, and another quick four-piece against the cage. Just got to be careful refiring like that because of the stamina, but Notorious doing a good job managing it so far. Now lands the head kick instead of the body kick. Snaps that teep out there nicely as well. Notorious really making the kicks his big weapon here tonight, Rob.
Indeed. Really trying to find that range of that kick, and that's because Kobe is staying so far outside of his range, really staying light on his feet, and tagging him when he sees fit. Oh, like right there, beautiful stuff. Blocks that kick and goes for his own, and right now Kobe in control of this fight, doing a lot of damage bailing to the head of Notorious.
Yeah, I think you can't look away from that. Notorious is landing some slick stuff, but it's the volume from Kobe that's stepped him ahead in this one. Oh, big right hand as well. And to the body, nice work. Double change return though from Notorious, but you can just tell the pop on the straight right when you're in that orthodox stance is just really nice. Triples up on the lead hook, trying to find a home for it there, but good head movement. Keeping a minute. We'll go to the second round.
And that was a really good first round. I think we're a little spoiled from that last fight. We're like, woo, man, that was wild, but this fight is still good as well. I mean, a lot of shots landed, heavy shots in fact, and right now we're in a situation where Kobe on late replacement is fighting phenomenally.
Yeah, Notorious using some fakes there to get things started. We'll see if he can bring some of that in his game. That's a nice step through to switch stance here, but still seems to be just dropping those short shots on the inside. It was really the accuracy in the close exchanges that Got him the damage earlier on. That's a beautifully timed straight left. 2 of them to the body. It does us so much damage if you do a forward moving straight to the body like that, especially when your opponent's on low stamina. So nice job sticking that twice. Oh, fakes the body kick into the rear roundhouse. Beautiful work. And now going to step forward. Oh, be careful of the left hook on the inside. But that was a beautiful setup for that head kick, Rob.
It was, and right now Notorious is all over him, just landing some big shots, and that stuff is bleeding through. I mean, the body is taking a huge amount of punishment, and that's going to lower that stamina and pay dividends in that 3rd round. But right now, Notorious is starting to heat up.
Yes, indeed. Front kick gets blocked. Body kick gets blocked. Snaps another straight left, though. You can tell Kobe's taking a little bit of a back step this round. Knows he's been hurt. And Notorious was really swarming him when he had him hurt against the cage. There, Rob, there's a left. And beautiful. He's just on the outside of the range and floated it over the top and then catches him one more time. Won't get the finish here, but that was beautiful work by Notorious.
Incredible. You saw Kobe try to sway straight backwards, and Notorious sniped him with a straight right to the face as he was leaning back, which is a very damaging shot. And this 2nd round has been all Notorious. Oh my goodness, but Kobe trying to fight back.
Yeah, this is the damage that Robert Whittaker can put out. Means that this fight's still pretty close. And he landed it. Wait, who got rocked right there?
I think it was Kobe or Notorious got hit when he went for the overhand.
No, because Kobe's stamina dropped and his head health started flashing. So that was crazy. He must have rocked him with something that we would probably have to see on the replay. But man, that's what I mean, though. It doesn't take a lot. Whoa, that left hook. He's looking for it.
Oh, so man, Kobe, these guys are exchanging, Bay.
Yeah, Kobe forced to back up here and play the counter game because he's taking so much damage everywhere else. That really opens up those body kicks, so I'd love to see Notorious start slamming a few more of those because I think that can really take away the rest of this fight.
For sure, and that body health is already super low, and there's one right there. Oh my goodness, snaps his head back.
Hurt him
with that left hook. Here comes Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe not out of it yet. Fires back, lands. There's a nice teep though. And man, it's the power in the hands of Rob, man. These fights are never over. Another straight to the body. He's just waiting so much though, right? Because he knows that he can't go strike for strike. He's just got to wait for the perfect moment, which just means you're going to get beaten up until that perfect moment, unfortunately. Oh, the head kick on the break. Wow. Just caught him with the toes following the straight left, but that's why you throw them. Great work. Great finish there as well. Turned it up. And Notorious showcasing the more accurate striking in that one, Rob.
For sure. Notorious did a phenomenal job mixing it up to the head and to the body. And then in that final sequence, that straight head kick, pinpoint accuracy right on that, I think in the back of the head, maybe the temple, the dome piece of Whittaker, and whoo, that pushes the ranked 13th Notorious to 4-2 now. So a big dub right there for Notorious. And now we're going into the co-main event, Balian.
Oh yeah, mate. I mean, this has been a great card tonight. We've got a great way to end this as well, especially just getting us back into this this season continuation here. But everybody, thank you. If it's your first time here, I've seen some new first people popping up in the chat. I hope you're enjoying your first ESFL experience. These are on every Sunday right up until June 4th and 5th, where we'll be doing our first live event over in Vegas as well. But we only have 2 fights left, like you said, Rob. Great performances there from both men. We've seen a lot of old guards taking on the new guard. I don't know if it's new guard, just new guys, maybe new blood tonight. And I tell you what, the veterans are getting it done, Rob. The veterans are getting it done. So we'll have to see. But we're going on to the co-main event. We have number 5 versus number 6 here, Rob. We've got Kratos MMA taking on Spill Actions. The winner of this is pretty much going to get a title shot, guaranteed, for next week or the next PlayStation event. So a lot's on the line. All right. It's very tense. We're going to featherweight. I think we just jump straight in. All right, we've got Kratos and Spill. Take it away.
All right, here we go, guys. We got the ranked 5th Kratos 4-1. After his loss to DanielTheFreeman, who we'll see in the main event against EdParker tonight, he was able to turn it back around and get a win, which earned him the co-main spot tonight. He's a calculated striker, well-rounded, adapts to any situation, but we all know ranked number 6 Spill Actions. This man is a legend on the sticks in his striking realm. I mean, he is so good on the feet, out of that CW camp, and he just came off a big win over UFC Turkey. He took some time off to get better, and now he wants to avenge his teammate tonight. EdParker who lost to Kratos 3 times in a row. So this is a blood match, a grudge match, and it's going to be incredibly entertaining.
Yeah, you mentioned, so I mean, Ed's fighting for the title in the main event, but Kratos has wins over Ed, so it'll be interesting to see if he gets there, or if he gets that rematch, or if he can get through, you know, Spill tonight, and then if those two match up again. But you know, you never know. We've got another mirror match again tonight. Nothing but mirror matches. The night of mirror matches, a double Holloway, which is going to be, oh man, this is probably going to be quite a high-paced fight, you would think. But they're about to get it started.
Here we go.
On both sides. I love it. Co-main event of the evening here, ESFL 138, guys. By the way, if you're not following us on the Twitter, the social medias, make sure you do check there. We post all the updates, the cards ahead of time, and you know, we might even tweet about the fights these days as well. So do pop us a follow on the ESFL Twitter. That's going up in the chat right now, I'm sure. We'll see who starts to eke ahead in this one, but both guys are going to have great cardio and great recovery and great chins as well, so we really don't know how this one's going to go. Ooh, nice lead head kick right there after the whiff on the lead uppercut from Kratos. Very sharp, very aware. I'll chop in the legs as well, but the hands are firing down the middle, Rob. It's a dangerous game.
It is. Kratos is letting Spill know he ain't afraid to throw some bombs at him, but Spill putting the pressure, taking that octagon control early in the fight. We're already seeing some feinting from Spill actions, and this guy's such a high-level striker. He's competed in the Muay Thai tournaments that we hold in the ESFL, and he is well-versed in the art of stand-up, so this is a fantastic matchup.
Yes, indeed. Just chopping with that low leg kick. I mean, Holloway's not got the best kicks, but he's making it work for him right now. Spill fighting very long, chopping low, popping off, but Kratos content to kind of weather this damage as long as he can get and step inside and land those hooks he's trying to fire. Nice calf kick, though. Great work. I'm liking the patience from Spill, but every time they step inside, it looks like Kratos is getting the better of these exchanges, Rob.
Indeed. Yeah, he's hitting them hard, and it seems like Spill is just content with landing these shots. The redness starting to form on that left calf of Kratos, but Kratos always also landing some nice leg kicks in there. So this fight's pretty even so far.
Ooh, right hand from Spill. Nice timing on that one. Tries to stick him with the straight as well. Doesn't get it. Lots of double jab work from Kratos. Spill going to start making the reads on that. Usually a kick following it as well. Some fakes coming out now as well. And some stance switchings. It feels like they're both just trying to find the advantage in each other's game. Spill landed the kicks. Kratos wants to get inside with the boxing. Another leg kick for Spill right there as well. Good work. Closes the distance and eats a combination, but able to rip one back. And both men are getting their blocks beaten up as well. So even if this continues early, I mean, this cannot carry on for 3 rounds with the amount of damage that's bouncing off the blocks right now.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Feel out process starting to come to an end here. Now Kratos putting on the pressure. Spill actions trying to pivot out. Lands a nice left hook and a beautiful spinning back kick to the body.
Beautiful work right there as well. Ooh, tries to throw the ducking hook, but gets met with the straight on the way in. And it's that lead uppercut all day. It's coming out from Kratos. There it is again. Spill get a little head movement, get that slip straight going. Might be able to see it. Trading right hooks there. Both of them just bouncing him off. Oof. Oh, wow. Stiff right hand as he tries to throw the pull counter.
And it seems Kratos is landing the better shots to the dome, and Spill really looking for that lead leg kick. He's got to be careful. He's being a little bit predictable. Another one. Kratos finds that right hand, checks that leg kick, and it seems like Kratos starting to take this fight.
Oof. Yeah, definitely. But again, talk about the chin of Max Holloway. I mean, I don't know if you saw it. Everyman pointed a video who has the toughest chin ever, and we use statistics and numbers. It's Max Holloway, basically. Max Holloway and John Jones, but Max Holloway is just wins by a margin. It's kind of crazy.
Indeed.
But anyway,
he can take some punishment.
He has a crazy chin. There we go. I think we all knew that, though, didn't we? So it doesn't matter. Anyway, trading back and forth right now. Spill working the hands a little, getting away from the boxing, the kicking game from earlier, trying to roll under and land that rear uppercut, but Kratos blocking high, blocking low. Ooh, almost eats that lead head kick as well. Spill landed that a few times in the first round. Looking for his own slip straight off the middle.
Oof. Spill needs this round right here. He needs to even it up 1-1, do some damage, and figure out this problem, this Rubik's Cube that is Kratos. Because right now Kratos is just tagging him with the harder shots, but that left leg is getting punished.
It is getting punished. Obviously, Holloway's got a great switch stance stat. Let's see if Kratos goes southpaw. Very content in orthodox still, it seems. He is blocking low, though. It looks like he's trying to make an effort to stop those low kicks. But it's damage, you know, they award damage in this game. If one leg is beaten up, that's a ton of damage you've inflicted. So it's still worth it just for that in a fight that might go the distance. But he countered nicely with that right hand over the top. Lots of forward moving hooks from both of these guys. And that pull counter straight, he's pulled a bunch, but he's not been able to land that counter shot afterwards, unfortunately for Spill.
He has it, but there's a nice leg kick. Buckles Kratos. Kratos stuck against the wall. Or, excuse me, the cage. And now Spill opening up.
And in that moment, you could see there, he got rocked. He wanted to switch so fast, he switched out of Orthodox and then back into it. And then you know, as your opponent there, that they're trying to just switch stance, they're flustered, you can walk forward and just land more damage, because all they're trying to do is get out of bloody Orthodox. But he's in southpaw now. Let's see if that changes up the striking at the feet at any point. Spill looking to move a little better right now. Checking that leg kick, but it's already a little too late.
Yeah, Kratos just systematically and slowly just outpointing Spill actions right now, and right there, that straight uppercut, that left hook. I mean, he's just finding his range, finding his shots time and time again, and finally Spill able to do some damage. But man, Kratos is just landing the precise shots, the better shots.
Oof, nice job as well. Leading the dance here once again from Spill. Now chopping the outside leg kick one more time, but Kratos knows how much damage he's done. He looks pretty content with his power and his body of work so far. Still believes that counter shot is there. That one-hitter quitter did get hit right there, though. We'll see if Kratos can get that lead uppercut working again. That was working for him nicely, but they've obviously switched stances now, so the double button prompt is on the opposite side of the controller. Maybe that'll make a difference for him using it. I don't know. Whoa.
Oh, nice vicious check there by Kratos. And that's going to allow Kratos to come forward and do some real damage, but he eats a lot of shots from Spill, breaking through that block a little bit in this second round. Oh, it's a little bit wild. It's starting to heat up.
Cartwheel over the top right at the end there. Man, it feels like it's a close fight, but I think Spill is up by 2 rounds.
Really?
Yeah, the damage from the leg kicks, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. To be honest, I feel like Kratos did rock him, though, at one point, so I'm just not sure.
Yeah, I would say Kratos, you would say Spill, so it could be anyone's fight right now. This third round is huge. A win here could, have title implications, and I'm pretty sure we had that confirmed. So this is a big moment for both of these athletes in their career. Yeah,
they definitely want a title shot at the start of this seasonal break. You try and hold that belt all the way through, April, May, into June. But, it's a dangerous game right now. Lots of straight shots right here and still forward moving, but he's playing a little footsie, trying to bake something out by just tapping that lead hand. Now more fakes as well. He can tend to just double jab through. He knows Kratos is looking for that big shot, so he doesn't want to overcommit with extended combinations in case he gets countered and his feet are there and he can't get out of the pocket. Ooh, but he's sucking with a big left hand anyway on the outside now. Kratos starting to push forward and land a few.
Yeah, Kratos has been able to find that target so well. The dome piece in range at all times for Kratos, it seems, and his accuracy and his timing. There's a nice little snap back there from Spill actions.
Yeah, quick little pull counter straight right. He's been pulling that a ton. He's not been able to land the right much, but he landed it right there. Didn't do a ton of damage though, unfortunately. Oof. And that's why I feel like Spill is, outstriking Kratos, but he's not landing the bigger shots. He's landing the jabs, the straights, the kicks to the body and the legs. Whereas Kratos is just headhunting with those heavy hooks and uppercuts, and that's why he's just ahead in this head health battle. Oof, and it's a dangerous game to keep fighting like this.
It really is, and there it is. Finally, the work pays off. That uppercut lands, big body shots, backs up, Spill actions. Spill trying to get off on that left side, but Kratos is on him.
Yeah, we talked about that lead uppercut earlier. He made it work for him right there. That started that rock. And he had time to do a 4-piece to the body as well. Spill not able to get the block down or an uppercut return. But to be fair, Max Holloway's punches do come out at the blink of an eye. So
yeah, they're very fast, but not very powerful.
Ooh, some good slipping off the center line as well. Spill putting the pressure on a little bit now. Maybe figures doesn't want to be going backwards. Under that onslaught left hook over the side of the jab as Spill threw it out. And it cracked him. But he's still in there.
He is. He's gotten rocked a few times, though. He's got to come back and do something, vicious against Kratos to get that back. Nice little straight. Tries to throw it again, but Kratos just a little bit out of range there. But that leg kick is there. Oh, but that left hook is there. Kratos killing him.
Nice little up kick right there as well. keeps him in the contest. Still believes in that power, though. He's still game, looking for it. He's only got 30 seconds, though. Both men really leading over. There's the cartwheel kick. But it's
20
still
seconds.
Nice body lock here. He's going to get the takedown. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. In fact, he's probably going to get straight back up again. But no. Some hammering shots from here. No, he denies it. We're going to end on the mat. Wow. Okay. Close fight. I feel like someone's going to show us the results before we're going to get to the judge's decision.
Don't do it.
Respect given by both men, Rob. What did you think?
I thought it was a very close, closely contested bout, and both guys knew that this had a lot on the line, but I think Kratos landed the better shots and the harder shots and did more damage. And in that third round, he took that one, and that was the crucial round, I believe, to get the win. And I think he takes it. What about you, Bay?
I wouldn't. I have no idea. Like, come on.
You said spill.
I think spill. I said spill because of the leg kicks. There was a lot of damage dished out by Kratos, and that's why he gets the nod right there. Kratos gets the win.
Hey.
Because of the damage, because of the big shots. I think Spill was technically, although look, God, so Spill did outstrike him, though barely. Kratos did outstrike him with the significant strikes there, Rob. So yeah, Kratos, although he was backing up and getting pushed backwards almost for the whole fight, was able to land the big damage with those hooks and the leg kicks, just not able to equalize it, Rob. So yeah, a good fight from both of them, good technical battle, lots to deal with, lots to think about from both men, especially on the feet. Yeah, Kratos gets the win. Great job. Kratos moves to 5-1. 5-1. He has 2 wins over EdParker, who is about to fight DanielTheFreeman in the main event. So, man, that would be a great matchup. We will go to the main event in a second, but anything to add on that last fight? One more, Rob.
Yeah, I would just want to say Kratos, winning that 5-1 now against a huge competitor in Spill Actions, who's done so much, who has created waves in the community. Now this is a storyline that you just had said can be amazing, a fireworks type fight if EdParker can get past Daniel, and then there's a rematch between Kratos and EdParker. Can you imagine the hype behind that fight? It will be incredible.
It would be incredible, but first of all, if Ed wants to have the belt and be able to defend it against Kratos, he's got to get past DanielTheFreeman, who's had a long journey to a title shot. Ed has been here before. Dan has been grinding away. If you don't know Dan, he plays with his calf, and he's going to be grappling tonight against Ed, one of the best strikers. So this is a grappler versus striker matchup, which is going to be at welterweight. Let's go to the fight, and I'll hand over to you, Rob.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the main event of the evening. Ranked number 2, DanielTheFreeman. After a long road, he will be finally fighting for the belt with this creative fighter, this unique athlete who utilizes these creative fighters, who gets these big wins and showcases that you can use these creative fighters and you can be successful. He's a BJJ black belt. He's got the kill or be killed mentality. He's got a very effective jab. But he is facing EdParker, who is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion of the world, right, Balian?
Yeah, that is the biggest calf I have ever seen. Look at the size of that guy.
He is huge, and he is looking beautiful. But Balian, EdParker, 4-1. Break down EdParker. You know this man.
Well, I mean, Ed is just such a clean and technical striker. We know him as someone who likes to target the body with the rear uppercut to the body, especially the slip off the center line. But he's also very good at managing distance with front kicks and with side kicks, splitting timings with the step forward, straight left. He's just very dangerous on the feet. One thing that Ed does sometimes is get a little complacent. We've definitely seen Ed also take on some of the best fighters in the world, and perhaps either he couldn't work them out, or his game got shut down, or maybe he just didn't train as hard for those fights. You don't really know with Ed, but Ed's definitely been back and on form this season, and this is the best we've ever seen him. I remember one fight, Rob, he picked up like Leon Edwards or someone, I think, and just like put on a well-rounded performance. He's back with Connor, though, the bread and butter, but Dan has some fans here tonight, and Dan's good. Dan's a very good grappler. He knows how to get wins in this game and make fights difficult. The question is, I mean, Ed has fought grapplers, and Dan cannot hang with Ed on the feet. I mean, he's got that tricky jab, but Ed'll make mincemeat with him on the feet. But he's got to get that takedown. He already looked for it right there, straight away from the clinch position. Ed says no. It's all about Dan on the mat and Ed on the feet. Should be a good fight.
And you already see that confidence from Daniel. He gets that takedown. Ed defends it, and then he opens his hands, taunts him. He's like, I'm here, man. I'm going to be here all night.
Yes, indeed. Southpaw for both guys as well. You can tell Dan's being patient. They got 5 rounds to work. But Ed's going to keep targeting that body. Look how much he's already taken off that body health from just a couple of shots, you know?
Yeah,
it's the timing. It's the timing on the forward moving strikes to the body that chop into the stamina, especially if it's an interrupted strike. Nice job covering the body though already, the Freeman.
Yeah, making that smart decision to defend himself, lands that nice counter hook off that body shot. And that's what EdParker does to his opponents. You know, I call him the quicksand for a reason. He slowly drowns your stamina bank, dishes body shots, leg kicks, teeps, and he drowns you in there.
It's the timing of Ed for me. Like the way he just split the timing with that step-in jab right there. Another takedown denied from Ed. That will cost Dan stamina as well every time those get denied. Nice step jab as well. Ed's not being Ooh, bounces off the cage with a Habib like Hail Mary overhand over the top. Didn't do much to Connor's chin though. But yeah, like we said, Ed's gonna build the momentum on this one. Gonna be patient, not gonna overcommit. This is a title on the line right now, and EdParker's not been a champion in the ESFL for a long time. Dan landed so many elbows right there. I mean, Ed deciding not to block high, just the body there for a second. Maybe he was worried about the takedown. It's understandable. You don't want to get taken down. You know, how many do you take before you block low and then the takedown doesn't come?
Yeah, EdParker worried about getting taken down. That opened up 4 free vicious elbows to the dome piece of EdParker. And, you know, Daniel is fighting very confidently right now, coming towards EdParker and making that early adjustment, really focusing on that body blocking, Balian, which is very important when you're fighting against EdParker.
For sure. It will open up other targets, though. Like right there, Ed threw a fake and just watched the block go from high to low, back to low. He wasn't sure what was going on at all. And it's about the culmination of the damage for Ed. You know, he doesn't need to touch him a lot. But I do like that Dan's doing things like throwing multiple shots in the clinch to the head. Like that's what you should do. Like he's expecting the takedown, so you just blast him in the head as many times as you can. Like this is a very good strategy. And you know, the longer the fight goes for Dan, the better. It's 5 rounds, you know, as long as he can avoid the damage. It's going to slow Connor down eventually. But I doubt he'll ever have a stamina advantage because he is fighting EdParker, and Ed's not going to overcommit. Ed's not going to overthrow to the point where he's going to lose the stamina advantage. He's going to manage it like a control deck.
Yeah, definitely. He is doing that right now. But, man, look at the stamina advantage so far, Balian, and he's just starting to warm up. I feel like the first round, EdParker is vicious, but that second, third, and fourth, he just gets better and more ferocious, and he downloads his opponent's strategy. He gasses him out, and already we're seeing that early.
Yeah, and you know, Dan has only tried those takedowns from the clinch right here, Rob. He's not tried any single legs. He's pummeled here, double knees, gets the cage position, lands a couple of uppercuts on the break. But, you know, to EdParker, he's probably going to think that. He's probably not going to rate that as a skill in this game at all. You know, it's going to be typical, oh, he just clinched, rushed to the cage and landed a few shots. What I'd like to see from Dan is some other kind of takedowns. Gets that one, though.
There you go, Balian.
He's able to get it. But it's the same takedowns. He's always working from the clincher as Dan. It's been effective for him. And it's worked now. So he didn't need any other takedowns. So Ed was just making reads on it. But he's through. Now just building the GA with short shots. Almost has a full bar here. Let's see what he does with it. 1 pump fake, double pump, triple fake. Interesting. Triple fake's not always advised because you reset the timing of your fake after you fake for a second time. Basically gives your opponent a free deny. But maybe triple faking is a strategy Dan has molded into his game quite nicely. Straight pass right there, no fake. Right back to half guard, the full guard though, says Ed. He's very good at get-ups from this position. Look for Ed to hit the momentum sweep or just time the foot on the hips get-up.
And Daniel needs to figure out something, and whoop, he doesn't really do anything with that takedown. No control time and just gets kicked off by EdParker, and now we're back in the world of the notorious Conor McGregor behind, you know, EdParker, and EdParker is so disgusting on the feet. Oh, he is. The body.
He is. And Ed doesn't have much of a ground game, but he's very good at getting back up. Ooh.
Ah, he's laughing at him.
Okay, he's pointing at him. Ed's gone stance switch here already. But if you ask me, that's probably going to cut. Yeah, if he's going to keep trying to throw his leg kicks, he's probably going to get met with the left hand if he's not careful. And that just took half his head health off there, that one straight. Nice double jab there from Ed as well. Now faking the body shot, splitting the timing again with the jab. Now trapping him against the cage, goes to the left hook off the right hand. 4-piece combination there, ending with the lead uppercut.
Woo! Ed's starting to tee off on him. He's at the golf range. He's starting to just let it fly.
Oh, left hand when he was throwing a leg kick. That's what it is.
Out he goes.
And now Ed going to keep unloading the damage to the head, most likely. Don't expect to look for a takedown on his own, but this is where Daniel can throw, some double legs or something. A shoot against this forward pressure, but he's not doing that. He's just stepping backwards, trying to time those clinch attempts.
Right, he is, and EdParker just floating around right now, back in the orthodox stance. 1 minute to go in the second round, and he's already had such success so far. He does not need to rush this. He is in full control, and he knows it.
Oof. Big right hook there from Ed. Loading up now a little bit. But he's still got so much time. Beautiful sniper. Straight right there. And trying to make something happen. Trying to tee, just touch with a jab. Find the distance, probably to find that clinch again. Ooh.
Beautiful second round there for EdParker. Dominant second round. It's starting to get out of hand for Dan. Dan's got to figure out something in this third round. He's got to get him to the ground, and he has to make him pay. He's not doing bad, but he's definitely not winning this fight.
No, definitely down 2 rounds and taking a fair amount of damage. Opens up with a leg kick right there. But again, Ed rocks him with the left hand because he was throwing a leg kick. So it's just, you got to be real careful. Got to be real careful. Ed's so good at splitting the time, and we talk about it all the time. Or I do, at least, anyway. Nobody else. Nice check right there. A free piece to meet him on the way out. He's circling into the left hand now as well.
Stepping forward, trying to get reactions out of Dan. Dan trying to fight nice. Front kick, tries to grab that clinch, but EdParker ducks right under it smoothly.
And another left hand over the top from Ed there as well. Banged off the block a little bit. There's a little bleed through damage. Big overhand left. Yeah, it's strange to me how Dan's not shooting these takedowns. He's just looking for that clinch. And he's at such a big disadvantage on the feet. It doesn't matter how good your skill level is. You're at a massive disadvantage on the feet if you pick a calf and go against Connor. And he's playing EdParker, who's just an amazing striker. So he has to find other ways to get this to the ground. And if his only option is to grab the clinch, I just don't think that's going to be good enough. It might work occasionally, but if you've got one single strategy, it's going to be pretty easy for your opponent to just predict and counter. There's another clinch. Hip toss, though. Forget what I said. Snap that one off nicely.
And this is where you want to be for DanielTheFreeman. On his back, in control. Unfortunately, we don't have the rear naked choke available, so it really limits your options in this position, Balian. But still, a victory getting him to the ground, and now Daniel can work his magic.
He can. Goes to the backside. Does Ed here? Let's see if he go full guard. He does. Like a sensible human being. And look for the foot and hips get up. Based on the timing here. Ed's very, very good at this get up. If I'm Dan, I need to get out of full guard ASAP. Because Ed's very good at get-ups from this position. You've got to eliminate that. There we go. He's got the nice pass right there. Nice job. Going to clamp down, hold half guard for as long as he can. Throw back to full guard there for Ed. The sweep on the hips, get up. No. Going to mix it up this time.
Electing to throw a little ground and pound. We're seeing some blood. Fakes right. Trying to figure out a way. How can I get out and break this guard that EdParker has been almost perfect, and finally gets a posture up position. Wow. A little bit of damage, but nothing really should be talked about.
The frame block from Ed. It was good ground and pound defense. And yeah, now that Daniel has him down, he's really not able to do much. Granted, he needs to be careful and patient, can't rush anything, but he's not been able to pass guard yet, and he's running out of time on this round. So I think Dan's looking to set up a submission. No fakes before that posture up. Ed denies it, builds GA with the strikes, and gets back to the feet.
Beautiful work by EdParker. Back to the feet. 20 seconds left, and he is just picking apart this contender right now. But look at the head health of EdParker. Daniel has done some damage, through his gritty style, these up elbows, the clinch, and he is still in this fight. And that right leg is shattered on EdParker.
Yep, it is. And Ed's really a southpaw striker. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him play orthodox. I'm sure he can. We'll see if that takes anything away. But at least the commitment to the leg kicks, that's a great idea from Dan, definitely. Great strategy, great way to counter Connor. And he's making it work for him. I like how he's stepping out and landing them. But he's got to find that submission. And he's still got 2 rounds to do it, to be fair to him. So, he's still in here going into the 4th round, Rob. I think that's an important thing, and that's an important part of probably what was a game plan. Just chop away last. Take it as deep as we can.
Round
Ed has
4.
full stamina, Rob. Ed has full stamina.
Oh, he does. He's so good with his stamina management. But you got Daniel also pretty good with his stamina as well. And he's doing damage to that right leg, you know, making EdParker think about it. And he's also landing good shots to the dome. Like right here, bang! These are nice. And there's the takedown. DanielTheFreeman starting to heat up in these late rounds.
Yeah, he's finding more success with those clinch takedowns now. Ed back to the feet again, slip straight left, nice, and then came back with a lead hook and this rear uppercut as well as part of that 4-piece combination. Oh, another chop though.
Buckles him!
Ed will have to commit to orthodox now. Oh, nice elbow. He did 3 slips there and finished with the elbow. Nice way by Dan to keep the head off the center line there though. That straight right was coming for him. He's still in it. But apparently Ed, no problems. Oh, a left hand from Daniel. He's going to re-clinch it, elbow into the takedown, not giving Ed much of a choice. And the ground and pound. Wow, man. Denies the full guard momentum build as well. Ed's got to find a way out of this.
He does. DanielTheFreeman, his toughness is starting to wear on the champion a little bit. EdParker so good at getting up from these positions, though, but still Daniel right there with the clinch. EdParker letting his hands fly, connects with an uppercut beautifully, trying to let these hands fly. He takes them. Down goes DanielTheFreeman.
Yeah, Ed not wanting to follow him down there wisely. Just knew he just needed to unload a couple of punches. I mean, Dan's head movement there kind of got him into more trouble. And he's unfortunately not able to get out of these shots, just plying the feet. Ed's just got too much stamina as well. He's able to just relentlessly march forward with Connor, even in the 4th round, but he cracks him with an elbow. Wow, fatigue strike from Ed there. I'm sure he didn't mean to throw it. But damn, man, he's still landing a couple of shots.
Dan is testing him right now. Every time he grabs him in that clinch, he's able to get a free shot because Ed's worried about that takedown. Oh, a nice little short elbow, but Ed connects, uppercut lands, bang, down goes Daniel, but enough kick to save himself. This fight's getting crazy, Balian.
It is, man. It is. The fact Dan is still in here. We said at the start, the later this goes, the more chance Dan has, at least because there's chaos at the end of a fight. And he can try and make something happen out of it. Way down on the stamina now. Ed knows he's up 3 rounds. Doesn't really even need to look for a finish. Just needs to survive. But goddamn, those kick elbows are very effective for Dan in this one.
Woo! This is getting gritty here. A little taunt right there. Left hook lands for EdParker. He's coming forward, swarming him 1-2 body shot. Oh, but there's the clinch. Unable to get any damage, though, is DanielTheFreeman.
Yeah, nice work by Ed breaking from that clinch immediately. He's leading everything with his 1-2. He's going 1-2 body kick, 1-2-3. The problem is throwing those body kicks leaves your feet planted right there, and that's how Dan got that clinch afterwards. So Ed's got to anticipate at the end of every combination. Oh, there we go. The 1-2 head kick. No head movement from Dan. No block left. Loading 10 seconds and a flip. Wow.
We're going to the 5th and final, baby.
We are going for 5th and final. This is great work from Ed. You know, this is an Ed that we've definitely seen continue to get better after he kind of stopped being able to find a consistent winning sort of form at the highest level. Definitely back now and looking better than ever. Patient, managing this fight. But Dan is not counting himself out. He's not giving up on himself. He's landing shots. He's getting clinches still. He's getting takedowns still. And he's only a couple of punches away from knocking out Ed as well if he can land him.
Yeah, he's right in there right now. But Ed immediately in this 5th round knocks him down. Big shot.
That was great work from Ed. Wasting no time at the start of the 5th. And the fight is over. We have a new ESFL PlayStation champion. The legend. The returning champ for a 2nd time, maybe even a 3rd time. Who knows at this point? He's been around for so long. Undisputedly the best striker in UFC 2. I'm just kidding. Could be Canadian. EdParker, your new champion, guys. Look at this.
After so many defeats, after a couple blunders, EdParker refocuses, reinvigorates his career, and now he is at the top of the mountain, the PS champion of the world. And man, that must feel good. And I know a lot of Ed fans out there are proud of their sensei, of their hero. Yes. EdParker, the quicksand, fighting a dangerous dog in DanielTheFreeman, but he is able to knock him out viciously in that 5th round and shows his mettle out there. What a beast.
This is the Connor redemption arc that we all want, right? Rob. We probably won't get in real life, but we get it in the form of EdParker, okay? Makes his way back to the championship, recaptures the hearts of audiences everywhere. And it's nice to have Ed as a champ. You know, he's got a good community around him. He's got a good following, brings a lot of eyes to the ESFL as well, you know, with his performances, because he's so fun to watch and does such beautiful things with the controller in his hand. But he's the champ. And guess what, Rob? We are getting rematch between Kratos MMA, because Kratos is the last man to beat him twice. And now he's lined up to take him on and challenge him next week for the belt. So what a freaking rematch that's going to be.
Oh, man, a sick storyline. Kratos versus EdParker. Kratos just took out Bill Actions, his teammate. He's beaten the champion twice before. This is going to give EdParker motivation, maybe the most he's ever had to, you know, train, focus, and take this win back and prove to everybody that he is the best player in the world. And if he could beat Kratos, man, that would cement his legacy. But if Kratos can beat EdParker, that would create a rumble in the community.
Yeah, a rumble indeed. All right, well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed ESFL 138. It's all said and done. It's in the books. I believe all the veterans won tonight, Rob. Pretty much every vet we had on the card found a win. I believe Papa Doc won. A Bathing Ash won. I know somebody else we hadn't. Swiss won, and EdParker. So the veterans get it done tonight. You cannot count these people out. Right, well, thank you very much everyone for watching. Again, a big shout out to all the ESFL staff and the team behind the scenes. Thank you to all the competitors for competing tonight. Thanks everyone for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. All of the ESFL content is available on YouTube to watch and go back. This will be up on YouTube as well. You can watch everything from the previous season. Go back and watch Ed when he was a champion defending the belt. That's on the YouTube. Just ESFL EdParker. Go look it up. There's a ton of stuff on there. Don't forget, June 4th and 5th, we are doing our first ever live event in the HyperX Esports Arena in Las Vegas. Okay, 4th and 5th of June, coming up very soon. Me and Rob will be there commentating live. We're doing it in partnership with Prospects Esports, Prospects by Sports Illustrated, and it's a good time. Okay, so come on down. There's going to be community events and a bunch of other stuff, so write it in there. Tell other people what's going on. And Rob, any words from you, mate? What a great night tonight.
An amazing night as always. The PS boys brought it. The Xbox boys brought it last week. But there's something about these PS boys. You know, they threw down, and like you said, Bailey, the legends, they came back. They've reminded everyone in the community, hey, we still here, and we might be a little bit better. So now storylines being played out, and so many cool fights in the future. And yes, come through and hang out with me and Bailey in Las Vegas. It's going to be fun. It's going to be historic, and you do not want to miss it. Trust me. Thanks, guys.
Yes, indeed. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well for all the updates, posts, things like that. Jump to the Discord if you want to compete in the ESFL one day or any of the other leagues. Join the camp. Just get better at the game. Appreciate you watching, everybody. Take care. We will see you next Sunday, 8 p.m. GMT, 2 p.m. Central Time for ESFL 139. See you then. Stoyan nice and fast, already try. Oh, beautiful counter to the takedown.